Welcome to the show. It is a horrible show, a terrible show, absolutely the worst. You can ask anyone about it. People often do. We got a lot of news this week from, I don't know, cockfighting to drunken raccoons. So we'll see what we get to and what we talk about.
A lot of animal-based ones this week.
Yeah, we got a couple animal ones this week. Well, you guys have a good week?
I have a headache, so yeah. Great
So
week.
it's going to be a fantastic show. If John's in pain, we're all doing good.
Yeah,
all right. Well,
kind of.
Oh, sorry.
Gosh dang it, John, you're killing
All
me.
good.
No, I'm just trying to make sure we have the live chat up and available at least. So if anybody decides they want to comment, at least we'll.
So basically, if Dallin or Sarah comment.
Yes.
Pretty much.
All right. Well, we got this first article for us today. Everyone wants to hear about it. Everyone has probably already heard about it. The freaking drunken raccoon.
Our favorite animal. I would love a pet raccoon.
They are pretty cool animals.
They're
Sounds so
adorable,
cruel.
okay?
Yeah, they are pretty cool animals. So, let's go ahead and take a look at this. Scroll on down, babe. Raccoon broke into a liquor store and drank moonshine, peanut butter, whiskey, and rum.
Man, he drank straight gasoline. Good
He
grief.
went straight. I mean,
Yeah, scroll on down, babe. We got some of the security footage there.
and into some vodka and
Yo.
eggnog as well. He was
He
just
got
having.
festive. He got festive.
He was having.
Man, he was on that sugar, corn, peanut butter, and potatoes.
Pretty much.
He was just enjoying
He was
himself.
appropriating all the cultures.
Yep.
I don't know. Is it scroll up or scroll down? There's a video somewhere on this page, babe. We got
Probably
some.
down.
Yeah,
Right there.
Click on that. I have the sound turned off on that, so we don't have to hear anything.
Trash pandas are at it again.
Yep. Gotta love them trashies.
Gender.
Oh, yeah. What do we got here? Oh, jeez.
I was telling you guys before the show, it's like,
What?
look at that. He's going right to the top shelf.
He
stuff.
knows exactly
He knows where
what
the good
he's
stuff's
going
at.
for.
Why are
He's-
all security cameras like freaking 2 pixels?
Dude, I don't
I
get
don't
it.
know.
I don't get it. We've got
Look at him.
4K now.
He's like, ooh,
everywhere.
this one's
8K.
good.
We have 8K
We
cameras
do have
now.
8K cameras everywhere, and they're not even that expensive now, too.
Right? Friggin'. Oh,
I say
he
that
had
as we're
eggnog,
using
too.
crappy webcams.
He got into eggnog, too.
Eggnog as well. This,
Man.
what is it? I'm guessing the economy down at the local landfill isn't doing so well.
Hey, he needed to take
So
the
he's-
edge off, okay? He was like,
Well-
I've had a rough week, man.
He could be going through a divorce.
He's probably like, I got 6 litters to take care of. Friggin' can't find enough trash in the trash cans.
The 7th
Man.
one on the way.
She wants more child support. Ah!
Darlene's at it again, asking for more.
The berries are supposed to be for meals, giving you the trash.
Oh, man.
You watching the video? He knows exactly.
He's done this before.
Probably has. He probably got into somebody's trash
Maybe
and
we
had
should
a
look
taste
up.
of it.
Maybe we should look up if there's any cases of not raccoons, but break-ins at liquor stores where they didn't catch the bandit.
It's a raccoon, probably.
Probably.
Oh my god.
Raccoons have been thick like this year. Have you guys seen all the ones on the side of the roads?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, there's been a lot of them.
There's been thick. Like, you would know. You
So
go
they actually recuperated this guy in the article if we go down and read it.
It was an hour and a half,
An
and
hour
he
and a
was
half
recovered,
hangover.
okay?
Did they give a total on how much he drank? Like, how
Was
many
Go
bottles?
up and look at that picture.
I
Scroll
don't
up right
remember.
there. Let's see, how many bottles do we count there? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, none of them are empty. Like,
Yeah, none of them are empty.
Well,
but
you can
still,
see
though,
the
there's a
spill.
besides the
lot.
broken ones.
There's a
Yeah.
lot that he got into.
Go back up just a little bit. Like to the paragraph just above the... Let's see. Trash pandas arrived.
Somebody fed
Oh, yeah.
fed a whole bunch of raccoons and made a mob of about 100 that were aggressively demanding food.
Yeah, you got
That's
to be
great.
careful. They bring their friends,
They
Like-
do.
It's like freaking crows.
which means they have to upgrade their security now because he's gonna bring friends back to his place.
Hey, guys!
guys, check this out.
guys, I just had the trippiest night, guys.
So
It tasted this water. tasted like
Fire.
peanut butter and fire, man.
Any bets these guys are like a low-grade mafia. One goes to the alcohol store, the other one goes to a dispensary. One goes for the friggin' booger sugar down the alleyway.
Oh, and that's the thing. The ones at the trash cans are the lookouts. They're not really getting trashed.
They're not. They're just there watching.
They're the centuries. They're not the criminals.
Hey Steve, I like the blue raspberry vodka. Grab me that bottle. Come on, bro. I said not drink it. Grab it for me.
Grab the galaxy brownies this time.
All right, well, let's go ahead and hit up that
Perhaps
next article.
even-
Its hangover lasted about an hour and a half. That is a quick hangover for as much as he drank.
I mean, he does only have like a body mass of 5 pounds.
I know, but as much as he supposedly drank,
Oh, and they did release him though too, because back east they are native there versus here they're not. So
I love
just
how
put
they
him
say,
down.
except perhaps remorse. I doubt that panda, that
He has no remorse.
raccoon.
there's no remorse there, just pride.
Like, he was probably like, man, I'm doing that again. That was great.
He is the talk of the trash panda town right now.
I feel bad for anyone with a brown paper sack coming down the road.
Gonna
get
get mobbed by a bunch
Gonna
of
get
trash
mugged by a
pandas.
trash panda.
That would be freaking hilarious.
Oh, that's
man.
one of our happier topics of today.
Oh,
I
it's happy
just-
topics, just how it depends on how you look at them.
True. I legitimately wish sometimes we could look into animals' minds, because I really want to know what his first thought was
When he tasted the fire water.
when he tasted the fire water. Was he like, my mouth's on fire, or was it, oh, this is good, oh,
Who knows? Maybe he got into the lighter stuff before he got the hard liquor.
And then so he's already,
So he already was a little buzzed by
Well-
the time he started drinking it.
Who knows if taste actually affects raccoons like it does us?
Well,
True.
That's true.
Because,
Oh,
like,
well, that is fair because capsaicin oil makes our mouths burn and makes raccoons'
So
mouths
it
burn.
sounds like
birds don't have any response to capsaicin oil. They don't feel the spiciness of food.
so it sounds like when you read this, he said, if you have not tried it, peanut butter whiskey is excellent. Miss Maurer says the raccoon apparently agreed. So it
So-
sounds like he drank a lot more of the whiskey than any
The
of the
peanut
other.
butter whiskey?
Yeah.
He's like, this tastes like something I've had before.
I find it in people's trash cans all the time. This is great. It's everywhere. I got a
Oh,
huge
man.
bottle.
Holy crap! I'm doing the Charlie Kirk thing. I keep compulsively drinking water.
good grief, man, calm down.
Oh,
It's a sipper. It's not a
it's a sipper, not a chugger.
yeah.
Oh, not apparently to that raccoon. He was a chugger. All right, let's go ahead and get over to the
This
next
is the
article.
next article, guys.
Let's get over to the more serious articles today. This is a hard transition.
Very hard transition,
So,
guys.
whistleblower exposes cover-up of organ harvesting from live patients. And this article, man, it gets freaking dark. Like, I don't know how I feel about this. I mean...
Now it
shit,
makes me
this is-
worried.
This is pretty close to capital punishment stuff. If not already is capital punishment
This makes
stuff.
me worried that they've taken one of my kidneys, and that's why I feel like crap all the time. Because I had surgery.
Maybe. When you pee, does it always go to the right?
No.
Nah.
Kidding, it wouldn't do it. So let's go ahead and scroll down. I've got some
Dude,
highlights through this article for us.
I have a deep fear of that.
So
dude.
here's this first part. Nearly a dozen whistleblowers will come out. So somewhere between basically 6 and 12 whistleblowers will come out about this. The organization New Jersey Sharing Network, which that's a freaking weird name for an organ harvesting thing. It doesn't freaking make sense. Is accused of having harvesting.
Hey, we have some comments real
I
quick.
said having. One second, let me finish this real quick. I meant harvesting organs from patients who showed signs of life and then covering it up. Well, all right, let's hit up the
Sorry.
comment. What's the comment?
We got one guy from Alaska, and then hello,
You're-
darling.
You're hi, Logan's wife. Yes, losers can comment too. And hello to this person all the way up from Alaska. He commented and
Do we
said
know
hello.
who that is?
I do not.
Is that your guy, BK Mars?
Oh, yeah, that's
It
actually
is?
my biological father.
Oh, he said drunk raccoons are very mean.
Not just mean, very, very mean.
I'm gonna have to ask.
I
him-
mean, very. Oh yeah, he does. There's two varies in there. So
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, maybe we need to sponsor him giving some whiskey to a moose. See how that looks on camera.
Oh,
hey, if you're
no.
listening, if you want to give And
he would get moose in his backyard all the time.
I want to see that, but I want to see what a raccoon looks like when they've had whiskey. Can you send me that video, please? I would love to watch that. I would love to see a live stream of that.
He just commented,
Oh, did it?
the unspoken part about organ donation is that the donor can't be completely dead or the organs die dead. Organs are useless.
Yeah, no, that's
try to catch you right before you die.
That's expected. Like they can generally tell if the person is going to die.
But this is coming
let's
from
get into this article real quick.
people who are like alive.
I am not. Just to make things clear, we are not opposed to like organ donation. At least I'm not. I don't know how Kyle feels, but
I'm not opposed to it, but we keep getting more and more reports of this kind of crap going on, and it's making me want to get rid of being an organ donor, because it's just like, why would I trust these people at all?
Where hospitals will deny you care in order to harvest.
Yeah. That is why I am
more
against
and more reports of abuse, and
that's
it's nasty.
why I'm personally against it. When I started hearing about this, is I want to save people's lives, but they have so many cases that they harvest it from people who are alive,
and
like healthy.
They have that chance of going in and
they
like,
just take
having a full recovery.
Yeah.
Okay. Your biological father commented again.
You can just say the name on the thing.
BK Mars, right around September in Washington State, west in Washington State, the plums and the blackberries are rotting off the trees and the vines, and the fermented and packed full of alcohol.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
No, that's actually very common with berries, where berries will get fermented. And there are animals that will go, and birds and stuff that will go and actually get drunk
I know
on
bears
it all
do.
the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bears
Sorry,
will.
we should
let's
focus on this.
Sorry.
You're
Here we
good,
go,
you're good.
dude.
I'm going to grab
Our
a water.
highlights
I
popped
am.
up. So, allegations supplied by multiple insiders up and years of industry assurances that misconduct claims were overblown. My problem is that they're saying misconduct claims were overblown. They should
Which
have
means
been,
it's happening
they should
in
have
the
been
first
saying
place.
misconduct claims were even happening. It's like, so you're saying that you knew that they were happening.
give
So,
a thumbs up to
patient,
that.
right there, you see in bold in my highlight, patient reanimated as organ recovery began.
Dude, do you know how terrifying that would be? You start to come to, and he's
it's
freaking like
like-
cutting out your kidney, and you're like, you can't do anything?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hell
So
no.
the whistleblower alleged that the patient reanimated after the recovery began. According to the letter, when the administrator on call notified leadership, the sharing network allegedly told staff to continue with the recovery despite clear signs of life.
Yeah, no. That's BS.
I that's where I'm like, this is capital punishment level stuff, because at this point it's like this person's showing signs of possibly recovering at the moment you're doing.
Isn't that against their code that they take? That you take
You would
when you're
think
this is against the Hippocratic Oath.
you would think it's against the Hippocratic Oath, but apparently some of these people don't care. And what was it? It's in the Bible right there. It's like they warned what was it? When they were talking, the word that we translate to oftentimes is witchcraft, but you go back to the Greek and it's pharmacia.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, beware of the pharmacia. It's like, oh, the pharmacists or the doctors. And I'm thinking it's more of just the people offering cures or aid that really are actually after their own ends or their own benefit. And this is probably what falls right in line with that. These people were looking to earn money by harvesting organs rather than actually looking to preserve life by harvesting organs
I know
for people who need them.
males' testicles go for a ridiculous amount of money.
What is it now?
60 grand on the black market per.
What?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
60? That's 60. It? Inflation has not affected our nuts at all. They're offering 60 grand when I was in high school.
It might be more.
To be fair,
inflation has not touched our balls.
Microplastics have.
Yeah, those have.
But so,
well, you know what? That's why the testosterone's down, so the balls aren't worth as much now.
So
keep it PG.
Oh, it is. Still, technically.
So this is because I've heard so many horror stories of this happening, and this is where it gets in. And then also I've heard horror stories of people like getting transplants of like hearts.
Mm-hmm.
So your brain is not the only place that can record memories.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Your heart is imprinted too.
that's something I saw an article on, that multiple
And
parts of
it's-
the body have neurons that are capable of storing memory.
And it's super weird. I've heard of people having thoughts and memories after getting heart transplants that are not their own. They are of the previous owner.
And you know,
And so
that
I have a
makes
hard
sense.
time because it messes with people's heads.
I think that's why heartbreaks are so rough.
It's 'cause it's-
you're not
Because it's that part of your body is what's storing those emotions
Yep.
and those memories.
And
of that
so
emotion.
you run into a dangerous thing here is if the person isn't dead and the person's alive, that trauma is now implanted there. Okay? But also the trauma on the person that's still alive. Also, it's 100% illegal. But you know hospitals are doing it just for the money. You know hospitals are only here for
maybe
money.
Hospitals probably are. The doctors may not be. They're in it for money, but they also actually, many of them probably do care. But then it's like this company, this whatever sharing network, they don't care about preserving life.
Well, it's like,
they're
what
in it
was
for
the-
getting money.
What was the CEO of the one insurance company that was assassinated?
I can't remember,
I
but
can't-
yeah,
United Healthcare? Was that the CEO of United
Luigi
Healthcare?
Mangione was the name of the assassin. I know that.
Yeah,
the
but
one that all those
they
liberal
literally
women
raise
are
the
fawning
cost
over.
because they don't care about the patient. They only
Well,
want the money.
Most of these hospitals are run by a board of directors. Board of directors don't care about human
They don't. They want
Well,
money.
they're-
human care. They
To be
care
fair,
more
their
about the
job
dollar.
is about trying to balance the budget and maintaining the organization.
Which
as a
I
whole.
think is complete BS. The CEO should be a trustworthy doctor that's had years in the field and who people can stand by to make.
And a
those-
bottle of
that's a good
Tylenol
point.
shouldn't
Maybe
be-
maybe the heads of these organizations should actually have been practicing doctors.
Somebody who has
And maybe we should have requirements for how that they have to practice at least so many hours a year to be able to maintain
What-
their ability to operate in these businesses.
what's the phrase?
The
Those
only
who-
problem, though, is now we're getting into government regulation, and
We know how we feel
we know
about
how
that.
we feel
So,
about government regulation and the crap
It's
like
the
that.
great. It's the great. Oh, I just spaced the word.
It's a
'cause it didn't-
seesaw of power.
It's
Yeah.
literally it's that catch-22 is because we need the regulation, but if we have too much regulation,
We
then
have the
you have
inverse
way too-
unintended effect.
What's that old phrase? Those who can do, and those who can't teach.
is hospitals
Which
too.
is
They
funny,
are
'cause I've
here
heard
for
that, and
money.
It's like I'm really good at teaching. I've done it before.
So I have to
And I'm
ask-
also really good at doing. But I get it though. It's like to a degree. Like when you get old and you just can't do it anymore, go teach.
So I have to ask: does this article go into where those organs were going?
I don't remember seeing any of that. Let's go ahead and scroll down. You can see that bottom one there. Whistleblowers also say the organization deleted or otherwise manipulated documents related to
Which
the
I
That's-
mean, you got to cover your tracks.
That is so illegal.
Yeah, so that's the thing. The fact that they're even doing that, they know that what they just did was murder. So let's go ahead and scroll down. Here we go. So
see.
looks like this is probably close to the bottom here. The sharing network skipped hundreds of patients on the transplant wait list. So for all I know, we know they may have known some people and may have been playing favorites on who got the organs.
They could have.
Dozens of those patients later died.
Yeah.
The group harvested organs without proper consent. It operated a fraudulent taxpayer-funded research program. So it's not just. Oh yeah, so
Oh man,
we
there's
may
a
have
lot of
I may
allegations
have
there.
accidentally not have marked it, but they claim to have harvested like it was 100 gallbladders or something in a single day. It was. They claim to have harvested 100 of a certain organ in a single day, and it's like it wasn't even possible. There it is, right there. 100 pancreas in a single day, allegedly processed for research. That's the research.
Thank you
fraud
for
they
your
committed
comments,
right there.
Kyle's dad. Sorry to interrupt
Oh.
you.
Leadership may have lied to Congress. They're already lying on their own documents. I'm pretty sure they freaking lied to Congress.
There's a
Well,
lot of
who
very-
doesn't lie to Congress when
Well-
they go? Okay, everybody knows anybody that's
I
had
served my
lymphatic
mission
vipers.
there, and I often refer to the DC South mission as the Pit of Vipers, because you're serving in an area where there is a lot of corruption around you. There's a lot of great people there, but there's so much corruption in the area just because you're right there by DC.
Mm-hmm.
And then staff worked under the, quote, culture of fear and retaliation.
And staff members are going to say that regardless if they were in on it or not. They got to cover their rear ends. So,
Dude, that's messed up.
Yeah, it is. So let's keep scrolling down.
Whoa!
What are you saying?
And another allegation: the group
Yeah,
is
so-
accused of discarding 100. I can't even say that.
Pancreata?
Yeah, so
Pancreata?
that's
Pancreata.
isn't that where the what the baby is surrounded by?
That's the research fraud they committed.
What is that?
What is it? Hold on.
What is that? Be careful with your Google search here.
What is it? The pancreata?
Yeah. What is
Right,
that?
Probably
about?
the pancreas.
I'm working on it.
The
Hold on.
pancreas.
They
We're gonna
probably-
find out what this is. Because I know the sac that holds the baby is very, very valuable. Like the doctors like don't like you keeping it, but for home births, those who do home births know how
okay.
important it is.
So the pancreata is an organ located in the abdomen. It makes all the pancreatic juices.
Okay, so it's part of the pancreas.
Yes.
Okay, so I was right.
So they use it for like research of what? That like why are you getting rid of it to use it for research?
They claim to use it for research, but instead just threw it away. And so they got the money for it, but then they never spent that
and they
money
never.
on the
Oh my
research.
gosh, that's messed
So
up.
the
Yep.
juices aid in digestion, and it produces several hormones, including insulin. So it could, if they were being legitimate with it, it could be going to diabetic research.
Yeah.
If they were actually using it,
If
what
they
it was
were
for.
actually
using it.
Mm-hmm.
So let's keep scrolling down. I think I marked some more, or I highlighted some more stuff. Compliances is not optional. What was that? The
Let's see.
OPO or any of its senior officials attempted to mislead Congress, destroy records, and obstruct our efforts to get to the truth. Subpoenas are on the table. Compliance is not optional.
Well,
So
no,
they've
they're-
requested the organization to submit all their records pretty much to Congress for review in their investigation. And if they refuse, they're gonna send subpoenas, and if they don't comply with subpoenas, they're gonna be going to jail, basically.
This is
They're
in New
getting-
Jersey, right?
This is in New Jersey, but the federal Congress is investigating
Yeah,
because
well,
they cover more
do you know how many-
states than that.
Okay, I just want to say how many horror stories I've heard come out of New Jersey of medical horror
Yeah.
stories.
Well,
When you look it
New
up-
Jersey is the trash state, so
It is ridiculous. So kind of creepy.
Yeah, there's refugees from New Jersey for sure. All right, so the Ways and Means Committee documented shocking allegations of cover-ups at the highest levels of the New Jersey sharing network, including the attempted harvesting of organs of patients that were still alive. And so that was kind of mentioned earlier. There's just another point stating the same thing.
Straight
This
to
is
jail.
Congress. This is members of Congress recognizing what's happening and making statements about it, and talking about their investigation of it. So we can go ahead and
So-
scroll down.
So ideally, the way organ donation should work
Ideally.
is once the patient has died on the operating table,
Then
that's
immediately.
when you open them up and start harvesting,
Mhm.
because they have machines which President Nelson developed to keep your heart, lungs, and all other organs alive while the patient's dead.
Yeah, our own prophet helped actually do some of that. At least his intention, obviously, was for the right purposes.
Which,
But that's
I'm-
the thing. It's like the internet. It's a tool, and it's used for good and for evil.
exactly. Like I'm kind of on a weird end of this because my grandpa's in need of a kidney transplant right now. He went into full kidney failure. If he would have waited another day, he would have died.
Oof.
So
See, that's really sad.
So he's been on dialysis now for 2 years this February. And it's
Christy, how long was your dad on dialysis?
7.
7?
mhm.
Normally, what I've seen with dialysis is either they end up living a long time on dialysis, or it kills them fast.
Mhm.
And like that was my grandpa Graf. Is he went on dialysis and it killed him fast. It just sucked everything out of him.
And the whole thing with the kidney transplant list is you can only be on dialysis for so long before you're ineligible for a transplant.
Yeah.
I think that
Well, can't
I
they?
didn't know that.
They 3D printed a lung.
Kidneys are super complex. We don't have.
So we just haven't gotten to the point yet. Because
Yeah,
I was like,
we haven't
because
got to that technology
we're to
yet.
the point where we're making some of these organs. Because
At
isn't
least
it to your
artificial
lung
versions.
or your liver that you can cut a piece on and it grows?
Yeah, the liver is one of the regenerating organs.
Yeah. Is that they found ways to grow certain
Well,
organs to
I say
transplant.
that. I gotta find the
They
article
can grow
again.
a human ear on a mouse's back.
See, I've heard of things
This
like that.
photo's weird looking, but they can do it.
I'd have to-
I mean, if it works, it works, man.
I gotta find the article again, but I think I saw something the other day that said that we could 3D print the human brain.
Yeah, but would it even be functional though?
I mean, the most Democrats have it, so
You mean
Hey,
most of
wait a minute,
Congress?
It might actually even
Okay.
make them smarter if we,
All right,
we
look,
make them a
to be
brain.
fair, it wouldn't make a difference except for in 3 congressmen, pretty much, and that's basically Mike Lee, Thomas Massey, and Rand Paul. Anyone else, you put in anyone else, the IQ probably would increase.
yeah. So
Dude, this is
The-
just sad.
this is horse crap. What's going on? Ideally, if you stuck to the Hippocratic Oath, it should be like once the patient dies, you get somebody's signature on it, and then you open them up.
Well, so like our Utah licenses.
So-
I forget if I'm a donor here.
In the
part of
state,
my voice.
I know I am.
in the state of Utah, if I remember correctly, your driver's license gives the permission, but if there's family members there, you got to have them sign off on it or give the verbal okay.
Nope,
Yeah.
I'm not a donor. I forgot when
Yeah, the
I.
driver's license kind of is like if no one is there to give consent, the driver's license is viewed as your consent if it says yes or no.
But that's also a catch-22 because there have been stories in the state of Utah where, like, EMTs find the driver's license and it has a heart with the Y on it. They'll tell the hospital, and the hospital will refuse care just to harvest the organs.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm.
That is actually why I switched mine to no. I remember because I had it yes, and
I
then
probably need to
the
switch mine to
state
no then.
the state lost my license, and when I went back up to the DMV to get the new one, they I was like, they're like, do you want to be a donor? I was like, no, sorry.
Can there be a third option of, like, a P of probable? Talk
Can
to
my
me
wife
first.
decide? Can my wife decide for me if I'm incoherent, if she wants to kill me or not? Just pull the plug, like, please.
Well, just
Well,
put,
if that's the case, if you want to live, just lower your life insurance plan.
just put P for probable. Talk to me
Hey.
first.
She won't get that far with it. It's only $36,000. Okay, you're not gonna get much. You're not gonna get much.
Gosh,
on
you
it.
could increase your life insurance.
No, don't do that.
With
No,
what
no,
money?
Never mind.
Okay.
If you want to live, don't increase the life insurance.
All right.
All right, let's get to the next article. We got another one here from Utah.
So we covered.
This is just a quick update on this.
Yep, we covered this topic. What's it been? A little over a month ago.
About.
I think it was like episode 4 or 5.
How we was complaining on like property tax hikes and how much BS that is.
Oh my goodness. So Dallin, thanks for your comment. He said he had a coworker that needed 2 new lungs and has been waiting 3 years.
Ooh.
He is now on meds that are... There's a stupid heart in the way on this stupid phone that are $9,000 a month just to keep the ones he has until he can have a
crap.
transplant.
Good
See,
grief.
that is not acceptable. The medical system here in America is messed up. It's all about money.
They're gonna nickel and dime you to death.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the thing is
Like,
Our
these guys
medical
are nickeling
system-
and diming us to death on freaking property taxes.
our medical system had problems, but
Excuse
then
me.
Obamacare just made it worse.
Mm-hmm.
And so now with Obamacare, we're kind of in just a bucket full of crap where it's like you got the worst of the socialist style combined with the worst of the capitalist style. And it's just like, we need to just scrap the whole thing and start from scratch. Because we're at a point where a socialist system might actually be an improvement, which is actually kind of
That's
sad.
really sad.
But at the
mean-
same time, if we just went and straight to capitalist, sure, some bad things would be amplified, but then it would still be better. Because right now, where we're at, it's in a terrible
My oldest
spot.
son, because we've had 2 of our kids at home, and then our first kid at the hospital, and like when we got the list, like how overpriced everything was, as like for Tylenol, for one Tylenol it's like $5-6, and you're
So-
like, what the hell?
It's like a whole bottle at the store.
Yeah, I'm
So-
like, man, you got like cocaine in there? Like, you better be giving me some good stuff.
It
If
better
that's
be the
like,
best Tylenol
Yeah.
I've ever had.
My young one right now, You guys know what happened to him. I'm not going to cover it here.
Yeah.
The ultrasound to figure out what the devil was going on.
How much?
$800.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Really?
That's absurd.
$800, and
It's
then
not even how much it is for frickin' pregnancy ultrasound.
yeah, and then the what was an emergency one?
True,
And
but
then,
that doesn't really justify
Your
that much
emergency
difference.
should be covered by your insurance, which is one of the biggest scams in America.
We
but
don't
okay.
we don't have a insurance. We do a mutual fund.
Okay.
Okay.
So and that,
We're scrapping,
Yeah, that's a whole.
we're scrapping
yeah.
our insurance because it's going up, and I haven't even changed anything on the plan. I'm just like, this
let me
isn't worth it.
let me send you the
Everything's-
info to what we do.
Everything's going up and coverage is going down because
Mm-hmm.
they don't care. They just want
So
money.
let's let Logan
So-
finish, and we'll get to this next story.
So that was that. He was 3 days old when that happened, and then Primary Children's was like $2,500 just to go sit in the waiting room for 3 hours. So
And yet, I know for a fact our nurses don't make enough money.
Yeah.
Because I have a lot of.
The
I know
amount they freaking
friends.
charge us, you think they could pay them more for goodness
Is
sakes.
I know
It-
nurses that actually love their job and what they are doing.
They gotta
they're
do two more-
legitly there to help people.
they've got to work 2 more jobs or work themselves like 80, 90-hour weeks to make it.
If I'm paying
make things-
$50 for a thing of Tylenol, I expect that money to go towards the nurse that's taking care of me while I'm at the hospital.
Yeah.
You know, when for my son's birth, they wouldn't even let me eat at the hospital.
Oh.
So I was standing on my feet. I forget. My wife may correct me, but it was 5 o'clock in the morning, I think, that we went in, or 1 or 2 in the morning, and it was all the way till 5 in the evening that we were there. All they let me have is soda out of the soda machine. So when she was giving birth, I'm already lightheaded. It's our first kid, so I have no clue what the hell's going on. Okay, so and she's like, "Oh, are you okay?" I'm like, "No, I'm not okay. I haven't eaten anything, and I've had 32 Dr. Peppers. How do you think I feel, man? My heart's going like,
caffeinated and malnourished.
yeah, like
And then, sorry, I just remembered this when he was going off on that. The urologist that came in for 2 seconds to come and tell us that like he might need surgery in like 5-6 years, but we don't need
Excuse
one
me?
now. We don't need to do the surgery right now to fix what he's got going on. $1,200 to the University of Utah for him to come in and give us that 2-minute opinion.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Well, you want to go ahead and
it
It's
ties
just the
right
update.
into this, though. It ties
So,
right into this.
About a
I don't know how, we'll
month
find
and
out.
a half ago, we talked about property taxes throughout the state and how much they were hiking that up. Davis County, these bunch of pricks,
Dumbasses. Sorry, pardon my language. I didn't say that.
these
the
pricks,
pricks we need to kick against.
proposed the 30% property tax increase.
I saw
was
that.
that was denied, and then they got a 15% property tax increase approved.
Hey, it's 14.9. Okay, it's not 15.
I'm sorry, 9 is close to what number?
I know. I'm teasing you. I'm teasing you because that's what they'll
All right, let's go ahead
say.
and scroll down. And
That's
take a look at the article.
legitly is. And here's the thing.
Did we forget how to round?
Here's
Apparently.
the thing. Is it's such a joke. It's all for money.
Well, that's the thing is.
For what?
We can get into this in the article. They talk about it. You can see it there at the bottom, 30% and 14.9%. And it's ridiculous. So Davis County leaders in October proposed a property tax hike of up to 30% for 2026. That increase, according to the county commissioners, would have generated $12.68 million in efforts to offset inflation and address growing demand for services and pay increases for the county employees. That's one thing I want to focus on, what he just said right there, which is absolute hogwash.
So you're
okay?
upping, if you're
No.
upping property taxes to account for inflation, you're only going to drive inflation up.
Well, here's the thing, though. The property values went up, and they reevaluate the properties all the time to then account for that property value going up and get more taxes out of you. So why would you need to increase the property tax to adjust for inflation when inflation is already driving that when you're evaluating the properties anyways?
Well,
It's
if
a
you
it's a
read-
scam. They're getting the money anyways. They need to just shut up and actually start cutting all the bloat and the crap that they have in their own office, because they're not even providing the services they're saying they're providing anyway.
Well, if you read it, they said Commissioner Bob Stevenson said at a meeting in early November that county officials could get away with an increase of 9.9, that added will be more than healthy for at least the next 2 years before we would have to. So they don't have to increase this.
So the 14.
They don't have to.
Well, they don't have to go to the 14.9. They could go to the 9.9.
So,
but they shouldn't be doing it anyways. They should be cutting costs.
So
yes, they should be cutting
hiking
costs.
it up to 15. That means they're going to be good for 3-4 years. That's their justification.
Yeah, it's
so
bullcrap.
this is
It's
actually
complete
what got
bullcrap.
me in trouble.
The county assessor doesn't have to do his
And the
job
thing
again
is,
for 5 years.
Based on the housing market right now, because developers are not buying up land anymore for developing. That's just gone kaput.
Good.
Which means very soon the entire housing market in Utah could completely crash. Because if they're not buying land, it's because they're expecting to not even be able to sell houses at all.
So my aunt, or my wife's aunt, just bought a house up in Elk Ridge. That house stood vacant for 1.5 years before it was bought. So you don't bullshit to me about how bad the housing market is there in Utah. Builders are building houses and nobody can fill them.
So this is actually what got me in trouble when I was running for city council
Oh, really?
with people in the city. Is because calling them out, and also Matt, the guy that was running for mayor, is calling them out on their misuse of funds. And they were like, we need this, we need this, we need this. Like the pond restoration. Like, I'm all great for making the pond look better.
Wasn't it like 3 times the size when Salem was first founded?
Yes.
Holy crap.
And
So
they've,
shrunk.
dude, they're just, in my opinion, they're butchering it. Personal opinion. But here's the deal: is you have all this money going into that, and it's like, hey, why don't you go and do something else with it?
Here's an idea. Let's update our electrical grid.
Yeah, let's fix the electrical grid, because parts of Salem are still running off the old stuff. We live in a newer neighborhood, so we have new stuff,
No.
And and a lot of it's underground
and
here.
it's underground.
It's underground, like...
But here's the thing, and then the whole housing.
You can get into it. Don't worry. We'll let
Yeah,
you.
no, you're good. I understand. There's a lot of stuff I don't understand with that, but I was like telling them, like, you don't need to be raising taxes. You're making more money than you ever have. Why don't you cut costs? Why are you spending money on this, going on? And it's like, we need it. No, you don't need it. You want it. You want the money. You want the pay increase for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what I've said before, and it's really funny because they'll get pissed off if they hear this. Absolute power does not corrupt absolutely. Absolute power brings out the corruption that was already inside of them.
Yeah.
It's like my dad always told me that, like, absolute power corrupts absolute, and I'm like, no, I don't think that. I think it brings out what was already in their character, and so that's what they are. That's the thing. Is they think they're good people, but then when they have that power, now they're just taking and taking and taking. And they're really not giving back.
Mm-hmm. Well, you also have people who legitly. So, yes, the future mayor, if you ever see this, I really dislike you. You've been in the city for too long.
Is this the one that slighted your mom or something? Is that the one?
There's just issues with
yes.
Civil politics.
Yes, there's I will run again here, but
Fantastic.
you think you're helping. There's some people who legitly think they are helping people, when in fact they're screwing people over. But they're like, oh, I'm so nice. Like, listen, your property value is going up. That's a good thing for you. You can now sell your home. As all these...
And then they go reevaluate and take the taxes.
Yeah, and then you have these families. Logan can't even get a damn house, okay? We struggle to stay in... I struggle to stay in my house every freaking month because they keep jacking up taxes. And Salem was like, you should be happy. We didn't raise our taxes this year. And I'm like, ew.
On all of this...
Sorry, I could talk about this all night. You got me fired up over this.
You can talk on something forever once you're fired up. But there's actually, when we do... Because our friend Michael wants to do the conspiracy theory night when we have him on the show. There's a conspiracy theory I want to really dig into and get the details on.
Which one?
Oh, it's the population of the world is fake.
Oh, I believe that one.
So I want to dig into that one in depth and go into that. That apparently the population is way lower than what it actually is, or way lower than what they say it is.
China's estimated population is only like 730 million right now.
Well, that's the thing. Is
It's
like
actually been
officially on paper it's
lower.
like 1.6 billion.
Yeah.
But that doesn't make sense if they've had the one-child policy for as long as they've had.
Yep.
So then where's all the population coming from? So I
They
want
must
to dig
be
into
busy.
that.
They must be busy now.
So I really want to dig into that. But let's go ahead and scroll down. We'll finish
This
out
is
this
all
article.
just about money.
So back to the
What's up, Sugar?
The one-child policy might have mainly only applied to the cities. The rural areas could get away with more kids.
no.
True,
Maybe.
true.
Let the farmers have more kids because we need food.
Yeah.
That's a pretty big improvement on their
Hold
farming
on.
policy since the time.
Communism doesn't believe in food.
Food.
What is food?
Food is a social construct.
Gonna reroute back here.
Oh, the sidetrackness we have here.
It's great. So
I identify as food positive.
we both look at. So,
Hey, I like
You-
food too.
Yeah, but
you
you're
just
a
burn it
people.
off a lot quicker than we do.
Hey, I've maintained 145 pounds now for 2 months. That's a good thing,
That's my
okay?
left leg.
Shut up!
I was gonna say, I haven't been that big since like 6th grade.
Go ahead.
Yes,
Logan.
my wife can pick me up and throw me across her shoulder like nothing. She can pick me up like a football, okay?
So, the U.S. tax code, the way we know it today, was developed to fund World War One.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be a temporary thing.
Yeah,
to fund,
the income
to
tax
fund the
that
war.
we have and all that.
Well, income tax, property tax was to fund World War II. Sales tax.
No, they got rid of income tax and brought it back for
Yep.
World War II as well.
Mhm. But
So it was both of
never,
them.
It never went away.
After World War II, it never went.
I'm
Yeah,
saying,
because
like-
they're filthy sinners and pieces of crap. But yeah, continue.
So that's all I'm getting at is a lot of these taxes that we know today were to fund the wars.
Wait. What was the generation before the greatest generation, the one that fought World War II? Silent Gen was after them.
No, Silent Gen was before.
No, it wasn't before.
Silent Gen was the
Google- you got an iPad right
I
there,
know.
bro.
We'll look it up.
Use
It might. We'll have to see because they might be one of the worst generations on Earth. What's
my
up, Ben?
dad was the silent generation.
Your grandpa.
1944. My dad.
Yeah, your dad. That's what I thought. Your dad was silent. By
Hey,
the way,
hey,
if
we
you
got a
wanna know,
question here.
My wife's dad is
Who
way
is
older
this?
when she had when
Check
they
out
had
this
her.
comment.
So
We
what is
should,
it?
the Lost Generation is the one before the greatest.
Lots of things, I'll tell you that. Do you want us to really get into this? It could really sidetrack the show.
You know, he really has done a lot of things. The problem is, and this was
I
my.
think he wants specifics, whoever this is.
We can get, if you want to get into specifics, but the problem we have seen right now is actually the problem I was worried about before
What?
Trump got into office. The economy, how it's like, it seems stagnant. It doesn't seem like it's really improving that much.
This seems like a troll account.
It probably is, but who cares?
Bug
But
out.
the
But-
problem,
yeah,
though, let me explain. I was out for what, frickin' nearly 100 years now, ever since the Federal Reserve basically took control. We've been working and building up towards a major economic collapse. And Rand Paul has been sounding the alarm on this. His dad, Ron Paul, was sounding alarm on this. Thomas Massey has been sounding the alarm on this. And the type of collapse we're coming up on is the kind of collapse that destroyed Rome and got rid of indoor plumbing in Europe with the collapse of Rome. We're looking at a collapse that will delete technology from modern day. And the thing is, the thing I was been worried about is even in the first Trump administration, I was worried that we might be too far along for him to reverse it. And he is trying to reverse it, and he is having some success where we're getting some reshoring of manufacturing, some of these automobile companies bringing stuff back into the U.S. and whatnot. But it might be too far gone. That no matter what party's in office, it might happen. No matter who does, if anyone has a solution, it might just be too late. We might be, the trigger may have already been pulled and the firing pin's just still moving towards the frickin' primer.
I'd rather have it happen my day than my kids, because at least then I can try to take care of my kids.
It's better for the fathers to fight than the children to suffer later on.
Yeah. So
to answer your question about who came before the greatest generation, they're known as the lost generation.
yes, that's right. They're the ones who died with the Spanish flu and also World War One casualties.
And then before them was the missionary generation.
The missionary generation.
So the lost generation was born between 1901 to 1927.
When did the missionary generation like pass away?
That's when they were born 1860 to 1882.
So they were the generation.
You're making me
in
laugh,
power.
dude.
They were probably the
I
generation.
think you
in
need to
power,
pull your head out of your butt.
during the World War II and World War One kind of time frame, and so they are the ones who really kind of screwed us with the property tax and income tax stuff.
Yes.
What is he saying?
He
You want me to
says,
read it?
let's see, he says, sounds like you're talking out of your double S.
Okay, that's cute.
Okay.
Yeah, it's probably a troll account. But
Yeah.
honestly, if you can't see what he's tried to do for the country, I
Well,
mean, look at what he
practic-
just signed just yesterday. We can now have cheaper automobiles in America. And
Well,
he's
when it
planning
comes
to
to the-
end federal income tax as of next year.
Well, when it comes to the immigration
So-
issue, for example, it's kind of a two-edged sword because we can't be having people flooding into our country illegally and taking all these benefits. Look at what happened with the Michigan, was it, or was it Minnesota? With the Minnesota, I think, with the Somalis there, all that fraud that's happened, billions of dollars going overseas, and of Al Shabaab was one taking cuts, and so he's working on getting all these people who don't have the intention of actually helping us out of this country and all the illegals out of this country. Are there people who are being caught up in it that probably shouldn't be?
Yes.
Yes, that's obvious. But the problem, though, is the system's just been neglected for so long. We're going to have to just do a massive reset. And I hope that in those cases we can kind of come to a reconciliation. We can get them back in the U.S. because they're people who want to be here. But-
He said everyone who... So, like, in these big scoops, he has talked about everyone who is accidentally shipped out will be allowed back in.
Okay.
But it's just, we've let it go for so long that it's a crapshoot no matter
And
what
let me-
happens, and it's super sad. But the thing about illegal immigration people don't understand is that, listen, these people are coming in and taking money and sending it out of the country. It's not
And
staying
they also,
in the
they
country.
also don't share our values in many cases.
And they
either.
do not share our values. They are
Um,
destroying.
Which is ironic because it's like you keep wanting these people over, and what is it? They're immigrants from Somalia who do not believe in democracy. Please, when Ilhan Omar is up there talking about our democracy, she does not give two craps
she
about
might be arrested?
democracy.
Did you read that article?
Well, she did marry her brother to help commit immigration fraud.
She did.
So-
Gay.
Hey, she's got more in common with the royal family than I do.
It's
So should we kind of...
Well, let me get to the double-edged side. So it's a catch-22. It's like we got to get them out, but then at the same time, I do understand what the Democrat strategy was because we have collapsing population growth, and if we don't solve that, we're going to be facing a serious economic crisis. And so the Democrat approach,
Like Japan?
yes, exactly like Japan,
Exactly
and
like Japan.
and the
South
Democrat approach,
South
South
Korea?
Korea too, yeah.
0.6.
yeah. The Democrat approach was like, well, let's stymie off the artery that's bleeding on population growth by flooding in with immigrants, because then at least we have population growth. Because as long as we have, is the thing is, if we don't have growth, we have shrinkage, and if we have shrinkage, it's going to be a whole kind of economic collapse we're not prepared for. So I understand the Democrat idea of, hey, let's do this because it could stop this. But here's the problem. None of these people really share our values, and so our country will not look the same. You will not have freedom of speech. You will not have freedom of religion. You will not have the freedoms that we have here now, because the government can only enforce what the culture protects. And when the culture changes, because now Minnesota has areas that's majority Somalia, they're no longer going to be an American culture. They're going to be a Somali culture.
You can't pray. It's getting like Europe over there.
Yeah.
In our own America.
So it's like it's a catch-22. We're
So-
screwed either way, and it's a scenario where we're just going to have to accept the consequences coming regardless of what happens.
To put it in a pop culture reference, the Shire's population is dwindling. Should the hobbits get busy, or should we start importing goblins?
Yeah, seriously.
Or
That's a,
what the army of Sauron? Should we start importing the? Go away, Siri. Should we start?
no one loves you.
Should we start
Go
importing?
away.
Should we start importing the army of Sauron, or should the hobbits get busy again?
Yeah, seriously. You don't want to import people who hate you to try and do this.
Is he at it again?
He's going 3
I heard
comments.
you ran for city council and lost. Was it rigged?
Dude.
We don't get. I will not get into that because
We're just gonna.
All governments
If he wants
are
to start
corrupt.
arguing semantics, we'll do that another day. You stay tuned. We're gonna go over
Let's
to.
get back. Let's go
Let's
ahead
get
and
over
get
to the
back in.
Associated Press or whatever.
I'll get
the
into
devil
that
this
a
is.
different day.
I think we spent enough time on the taxes on this because I mean, in general,
Taxes suck and they're pointless.
well, it's the tax increase to compensate for inflation doesn't make sense because if inflation's driving up the prices of houses, then the taxes should already be going
See,
up.
this
because
is how they justify
the percentage is the same.
This is how they justify it. They say it's only a $4 monthly increase.
Oh yeah,
It's only $4.
Increase. Yeah,
I'm
sure.
sorry, that $4.
When you're already struggling, makes a big difference.
That's a gallon of gas here. Okay.
No, actually, it's more than a gallon of gas.
It's
now.
$2.85 right now.
And
So I can get a gallon and a
look,
half.
If
Okay.
you want positive that Trump has done for the country, gas is on the decline. I am confused why diesel is still going up, but gas is on the decline.
Because remember,
and
diesel.
gas and diesel will affect everything because that's just how we ship most of our goods. Even the railways, it's diesel.
We had this talk last time. Remember, the environmentalists think diesel's bad for everything. They don't understand. They don't understand that it comes before gasoline.
I'll actually wait until their predictions are right to take them seriously. So let's go ahead and hit up the next article. Let's get off of the taxes and hit up.
Let's go into a happier subject, guys.
Let's hit up some freaking awesome news. Detroit finally has RoboCop.
RoboCop is protecting the cities of the city of Detroit once
Let's
again.
go ahead and get
It's
into
such
the
a great
article.
show.
It is. Let's get into the article though,
The
because
old
it's
ones.
interesting. The story behind this
I
statue.
like the new one.
New one was
Scroll on down, Logan. Do you want to take over for the most part?
yeah, pretty much what happened. Oh, like
I'm wondering if this is a real
yeah,
person.
I'm sorry, babe. I don't
just
have this any highlights on this for some reason. So apparently it took
We'll
15 years for this to get into place.
we'll brush over this super quick, where it's kind of not Utah news, but
It's still cool. Okay, I want a giant freaking RoboCop statue.
11 foot statue, weighing in
Yeah,
about
whatever.
3,500 pounds. Took 15 years to get.
Well, that does make sense.
It
but-
took.
Well, it's the thing is with fuel. Sorry, he's
Yeah,
commenting
he's
about fuel
commenting
prices.
again, yeah.
There's many factors that impact fuel prices, and it's like there are winter blends. There is also a decrease in usage, but at the same time, we also have an increase in supply because the oil companies are able to drill more. There's more exploring going on under Trump. There's more areas being opened up for oil drilling under Trump, and current gas prices are also affected by futures on oil. And so when they know that an area is being opened up for oil, that it may be like 10, 15 years
And that
before they
pipeline's
actually start
finished, right?
drilling. But that supply that's coming in, that at least on paper, and so that does actually affect prices.
All right,
Isn't
so
that pipeline in?
what- which one?
Keystone XL?
Yeah,
I
the
haven't
one
actually.
that
I need to
ran
look
on
it
the
up. I
East
haven't
Coast?
heard any.
I don't know.
haven't heard any news on
I
it.
thought they got
let's
the-
okay. We want to get into crude oil. Friggin' all right. 35% of a barrel only goes
Do it.
into fuel and gasoline,
Mm-hmm.
like diesel and gasoline. The rest of it goes into cosmetic products, styrofoam, and a bunch of other shit.
So if you're using cosmetics,
This is
remember,
coming
it's
from
crude
somebody
oil
who
on your
works
face.
with this type of stuff, so he kind of
The-
knows what he's talking about.
The less and less gasoline costs the consumer, the more and more products you're going to get via styrofoam, plastics, cosmetics, and all that other stuff. That then drives those prices down because there's more oil to make those products. There's more product to consume. Therefore, the demand goes down, supply goes up. If you know how economic graph goes up.
Demand effectively would stay the same, but the supply goes up, so the prices drop on it.
Exactly. If you know how a supply and demand chart goes, the more demand there is and the less supply, the prices are going to increase. The more supply and less demand, the prices go down so you can sell your damn product. So being
Go Logan.
being able
In case you
to
didn't know, that's Logan getting passionate.
I have rarely ever seen him like this, so this is great. This is making my night.
don't tell me Joe Biden was a good president because he shut down all drilling and exploration of oil. Therefore,
And that does affect fuel prices.
that
'cause they
affected
count that
fuel
in.
prices, that affected food prices, that affected
It's all
friggin'
connected.
plastics.
Yeah.
That affected my line of work in the metallurgy business.
Mm-hmm.
With more crude oil and all that exploration, natural gas, propane, helium, crude oil, all that, being able to drill, tap, and explore more, those prices go down, employing more people.
Yeah.
And making it so people can live on
And
the
the
day
thing
to
to
day.
note too, like he isn't wrong that these factors of the time of year and whatnot do affect
They
prices.
do.
He is right. The problem though is it's lower now than what it was same time last year.
It's been lower now than it has in the last 4 years.
So that's
tell me
kinda-
what the
that's
tell me what
kinda
the common
kicker,
factor in that is.
is you can say it's these factors, and those factors do apply. They do affect it. But it's not the only thing. So let's go ahead. Let's continue.
I'm sorry.
What?
This is great.
No, what's this dumbass saying now? Good hell, he's got my nerve.
Thank you.
Well, you know what? Your
I
son
wanna
has a
thank you.
mental disease. I'm sorry. I'm just going to say it. Your last comment, like,
Let me read these.
he said, Trump destroyed my
Give me-
family because my son identifies as a furry. Well, I'm
You
sorry.
mean a faggot? I mean,
So,
sorry.
Like, listen here.
I'll stop you right there, Kyle. Like,
That's a little far, and what I said, I apologize. That was a little rude, but
Was it though? Was
so
no, I do not agree with
What?
it, but that is a little rude. That is against what I believe.
like the
it?
whole
What is
thing.
also against what I believe? Committing child abuse by allowing your children to do this stuff and supporting them in doing that stuff.
Like-
you're abusing your child.
I get that. Like the whole language, like rules for thee and not for me mindset also applies into all this as well. People can do and believe whatever they want
Yes.
according to the First Amendment. Like that's their God-given right. However they choose to use that is up to them. So I'll respect you for however you want to use that. Just do not abuse a child in any way, shape, or form. Trump did not destroy your child's mental health. You as a parent did that for your piss poor parenting.
Yep.
So don't go blaming your parenting skills or your personal beliefs onto a political figure. That is an scapegoat, and
That's what we call TDS, Trump Derangement Syndrome.
that is an avoidance of responsibility. And shame on you if you're avoiding that responsibility.
You can't
can
put
agree
something
with
on Trump when clearly it was your fault because it's your job as the parent to help ensure your child's mental fortitude.
I'm sorry, I have not got this pissed in a while.
I have not gotten this
Can we take a
upset
second here? I
either.
want to take a
So
second here and I want to thank you because I really enjoyed seeing Logan passionate. So thank you for commenting. That was entertaining.
So let's go
we
back
do,
to
and
So this
and,
statue,
hey,
let's get back to Detroit
one
RoboCop.
second.
No.
Even though we do not agree
Gosh dang.
here, okay. Hey, listen.
I know, you're good. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm a nice guy, okay? I legitly am trying to be nice. Even though we don't agree, thanks for listening. But, like Logan was saying,
Now I know
you
I'm
can't
getting around
blame the actions of, like, the failure of your actions on somebody who has never met you, okay? If you want to listen to Trump, you can listen to Trump. It's exactly like you can listen to us, and if you don't want to listen to us, you don't freaking have to listen to us. You have your own opinions, your own things. But
we're just gonna
Yeah.
keep going.
Well, here's
it's
the
just
thing, though,
it's
too,
just
is
like chill the f out and like take a step back and rethink your life. Okay,
Well,
we're
here's the thing,
done.
though,
We're
too.
gonna end it, and
federal level politics is actually going to affect your life a lot less than your local politics.
I think
'Cause
this is a
they're
troll
closer
because
to
now
you
it's
and direct you.
completely.
Is this a bot? Do we got a bot in the chat?
It might be a bot in the chat.
Well, good. Bot
'Cause he
freaking pissed
changed
me
it.
I want
off.
to see. I want to see that last one. Come
Hey,
on.
He's
So
talking
what-
about a football game now.
While you do that, Kyle, RoboCop over here.
That's funny. So RoboCop took 15 years to get him actually placed. He was made 15 years ago, or at least he was started being made 15
The
years ago.
commission started 15 years
The
ago.
commission started 15 years ago. He was made, and he's been sitting, like, basically kind of in storage for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So it took it really a lot of it was it's like some people wanted it, some people didn't, and so it just kind of got sidelined and put away, and now he finally has a home. And part of it was also this grocery store or just this store right here where this is at where it's placed. They offered up the place for it to have the home.
Let's see.
So,
but the Detroiters ran with the idea, crowdfunding it through the 2012 Kickstarter campaign that raised over $67,000 from more than 2,700 backers worldwide, and the Detroit sculptor, whatever the hell,
Giorgio
finished the
Deakins,
statue in 2017. So it took them 5 years to make it. It's been sitting in storage for about 8 years.
Mm-hmm. The whole process, like 15 years, pretty much. When it finally has a home, we can now go and see.
I'm good. I just need let's.
We can now go and see RoboCop.
I'm pretty sure it's a bot because he's now talking about football.
We can now go see RoboCop.
Football's a overrated sport. Don't get me started on that.
So
I only really ever watch it during the Super Bowl, and that's it.
Well, thank you
Even
guys
then,
for.
I've kind of fallen off of it.
Thank you guys for listening to my TED Talk about friggin' oil.
Thank you for entertaining me for this evening.
Anyways,
Get Logan to race!
Anyway,
RoboCop is now protecting the streets of Detroit like he did back in '85. Let's go to Deseret News
Probably did
here.
a better job in '85, though. I mean, he's now just a statue.
Oh, he's striking fear into the hearts and minds.
Okay, this topic I agree, like full-heartedly on. I hate this. We've brought this up before. We talked about this topic in a couple episodes back about the congressional map that is being decided. I'm sorry. I don't want my laws made by St. George. It's a bunch of old people that are communists and from California.
Well, what's funny, though, is St.
So-
George is more conservative than freaking...
I wouldn't call him
Cedar City?
No.
No, I was going to say than like Salt Lake, for example.
Yeah. I would.
True, but
So I would.
And they actually still swing red in St. George, too.
They
generally. 'Cause you have
still
to remember
do.
a lot of retirees, older people that typically are swinging right now.
okay, every time I've gone down there, though, I've seen more and more and more and more California
And
plates.
it's probably the hippies from Cali.
So
They could also be tourists, because
True.
St. George is not a bad place, and they've got
they're
don't they have a couple?
Zion's National Park is right there.
I
Zion's
still
National
don't-
Park.
I
you
still
have a
don't wanna
couple
be
golf courses
governed.
down there too, so.
I still don't want to be governed by St. George.
So
No, I get it, but
I don't either. So being able to do the congressional maps on the voter rather than the judges, to me, is
if
a
it's
better.
the same person, just let's say thank you for driving our engagement, because it only helps our channel. So let's
I
go
think
ahead and
it's somebody
scroll down.
we know, actually.
Oh, really? Even better. Because that means they're just screwing with us, and I love it.
All right.
All right, so
let's put
here's
the
the
chat
poll.
away
So
for a
here's the
minute.
poll.
No,
so
it's
new
entertaining.
poll. This poll is done. New poll finds that majority of Utah voters want independent body to advise on redistricting. Voters don't want judges or the legislator acting alone to have authority over new maps. Advocates and critics of Proposition 4 interpreted the bill in opposite ways to support their cause. This guy, scroll up just a hair. There's the guy's face there. That guy.
Brigham
Yep.
Tomko.
Tomko.
He is fantastic. He did a really good job on this article. You
There
look
we
at
go.
his key
I can-
points. He
I
did
can
a
see
very
now.
good job of being pretty much unbiased, and I do agree with him, both the left and the right, on this. This poll that was done, we're reporting on it in a way that supported their position, because both, like you look at how many, that the percentage of people that wanted either the judge or the frickin' House or state legislator to act independently on it, it was dang low. No one wants the legislator acting independently on it. But they really don't want a judge. It was like only 8% support for this frickin'
Yeah,
judge.
both sides of the parties
Which
don't
also
want
means
this.
this was a very dangerous case for this judge, because coming up this next election, if they're up to for possible ejection, they could end up getting ejected because of this issue.
Are judges on 2 or 4 year cycles?
I think it's 4-year cycles.
Are they?
I can't remember. It might be 2, but I think it's 4. Wait, when we have Brandon in for an interview, he'll be able to tell us and set us straight. He knows a lot more on Utah politics. But in general, though, it's overwhelmingly people 3 years. Okay, so people generally do not want, they do want them to work with the commission. The commission is more of an advisory forum. for them. And so they don't have to follow it, but it's not a bad idea to follow it. And so that's pretty much the gist of this article. Is in general, Utahns want the legislator to be in charge, but have the commission involved in the process for the most part. They basically just want the system we have now, but basically just repeal the part of Prop 4 that even gives judges any authority. And I think, here's the thing, I don't think that should be fully repealed. I think what they need to do is amend it that judges can block the implementation of a map, but they cannot enforce the
implication of it.
Implication of a specific map.
So are we?
So
is redistricting? So this is a question. Is this treated like a bill? Right, it goes through legislation. It's then signed by the governor and then checked over by the judicial.
Actually, I don't think it's signed by the governor, because under the U.S. Constitution, well, it might be signed by the governor. That depends on the Utah Constitution. We can ask Brandon about that whenever we have
So
on.
Google it.
Because under the U.S. Constitution, sole authority is given to the legislator, not to the governor. So only legislator has authority over elections. So lots of those bills don't actually need to be signed by the governor. But many states do have their own, because the legislators set up a process that does include the governor in some cases. And our state might, I can't remember. So it depends. But Prop 4, though, it's actually, Prop 4 is really not bad. I'm not against Proposition 4. It's just maybe we need to revise that part about judges and parties being able to sue over a map. Just revise it that they can stop a map from being implemented, but they can't, like what this judge did, went and said this map is going to be used. It's like, no, that judge should not have that authority.
Yeah.
Period.
So
that's pretty much the gist of this article. We really don't even need to go into it.
On to the next one, guys.
Yeah, let's head over to the next article on this.
We're an hour in and only 6 articles deep.
We need to powerhouse this. So
we missed this one last week. That's
yeah,
our
we
bad.
missed. Was it last week or the week before?
It was last
It
week.
was last week. So that was my bad. I failed to make sure it got on our roster to talk about. And in a completely unrelated thing to this is when I learned that we need to start tracking wood chipper per capita statistics.
Hold on.
Completely unrelated.
I'm going to pause that real quick. Is this the school they filmed High School
Is
Musical
that
in?
East High or West High?
West High.
Think so.
Yeah, this is the school they filmed High School Musical in.
No, that's East. This is West High. There is actually an East High up there, and that's the school.
I saw the West in
I
this
know
picture.
one of the guys on my mission, his dad, the house he grew up in was used for the show, so his bedroom was Zac Efron's bedroom in the High School Musical.
Huh.
Yeah, I know, right? Kind of funny. So, let's go ahead. I don't think I got a chance to actually go through this and make highlights. So this is an old case from not too long ago. It's a little while back, but now he has been finally convicted of the sexual assault.
I'm pretty sure it's
it was forcible.
Probably.
Whatever. It was forcible, and then it basically went on, from what I understand, it went on until they became an adult. And then once they were an adult, that's when this whole process started.
Okay.
So, that's my bad. We're going to skip past this for now, but... Oh, no, I did actually go through a mark. So, there we go. Abusing a 17-year-old student in his classroom and home. Rhett Nelly, or whatever his name is, I don't really give a crap about him, was found guilty on 7 counts of sex-related crimes.
We don't like sex offenders.
No.
Nope.
We have way too many red dots on the map in Utah.
Oh, dude, you can look it up.
I know.
It's creepy.
This pattern of this pattern of abuse lasted for over a year before she turned 18 years old. 3 counts of first-degree felony object rape. That's
grape.
Grape.
You can't say that word on.
Oh, we're not allowed to say that word on YouTube.
Nope.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we'll get banned for that.
Yes. Well, no, we'll just get to say, "Hey, you shouldn't be saying that," kind of thing, and our video will just kind of get shadowed a little bit.
Yeah. So
we're already shadowed.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah,
YouTube sucks.
That's our bad for missing this article last week. Creepy teacher. We should be tracking wood chippers per household.
Pretty much. That's the takeaway. In an unrelated to this, is that we should be tracking the wood chippers per capita amongst in the country, just for informational purposes only. So let's get to the next article.
Yeah,
let's get away from the creeper teacher.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Freaking justice is going on.
You want to go ahead and take that away, Logan?
Oh, what is his name? Apu? Ahu?
Alu is the last name of the guy who was killed.
Yeah.
So we talked about this article
way
3
back.
or 4 months ago.
That was one of my first ones here in
Not 4
studio.
months
Yeah,
ago,
June.
but way back though.
Mm-hmm.
It happened back in June.
Mm-hmm.
So, a little bit of backstory: this guy that's being charged for manslaughter pulled a gun on a guy that had an AR-15 at low ready, if I remember right.
Mm-hmm.
Fired 3-4 shots, striking the guy that has the AR-15, and then shooting past him and striking and killing a man in the back.
Yep. So he shot Gamboa, who was the guy with the AR. And I won't deny it's sketchy. Like I can understand why they were concerned about him assembling an AR behind a wall.
What was our math on it? 15 yards ish.
Roughly, it was about. No, I think
Damn.
actually when I rewatched it looked a little closer, but still though.
10 to 15.
Yeah. So I get why he was nervous about Gamboa.
Yes, but doesn't mean to shoot.
But that's the thing, though. Let's scroll down through the article. We'll actually see some of my highlights on
Did
this.
you see that? The mayor of Green River was killed today
Oh, yikes.
Really?
on a head-on crash right there.
Oh, jeez.
That's sad.
That's sad.
Let's go ahead and keep scrolling down, babe.
So he's been.
There's the key takeaways.
Good.
Matt Alder, age 43, faces manslaughter charges accusing him of shooting and killing a bystander during the June 14 No Kings protest up in Salt Lake City. He's been avoiding that for how long now?
A while.
Yeah. They weren't going to charge him for...
Well, it looks like they're letting somebody else go.
Yeah, Gamboa. That's the guy. They have announced that no charges are going to be filed against him because he was not doing anything wrong.
He was the one that was open carrying in public.
Oh,
he was the guy
yeah. Well,
open
that's
carrying
legal
the
here in the
AR-15.
state.
Well, here's
state
the
of
thing:
Utah.
is police, when they continued to review the footage, they determined that they could not see a magazine loaded into the gun, and they found 3 magazines on him.
But none inside.
But they never confirmed whether or not there was one in the gun when they actually arrested him. So, I assume that I can only assume that when they got there to him, if there was a magazine in the gun, he had already dropped it. But then they couldn't find any example of a magazine in the video being in the gun either.
Pretty much just disengaged, so it's useless.
Here's the thing: this Gamboa guy, is kind of an Antifa guy, but what he was doing is not unheard of at these left-wing protests, where some of these Antifa guys will bring weapons just as a deterrent, and it is effective. We know that just having a weapon as a visual, and you don't even intend to use it, it is a deterrent.
Yeah.
And so he wasn't doing anything legally wrong at all, and that's the beauty of our laws here in Utah when it comes to guns.
Afa. That was the name I was trying to look for. Afa's the guy who was shot and killed.
Afa Alu is the guy who was shot, 39 years old. Let's go ahead and scroll down.
So, pretty much what we just said. Guy carrying an AR-15 in public, not doing anything. Freaking Alder pulls a gun, shoots at freaking Gumbo and Afa, and then
let's go ahead and keep scrolling down. There's a quote in here I believe I highlighted.
Is there any other new stuff?
No, I just wanted to the guy's been charged,
down, babe.
So that's good.
Keep scrolling down. Go ahead and
Wait a minute. Matt wasn't even a safety guy?
No, he was. He was part of the safety team. He was part of those peacekeepers that was with the No Kings organizers. I can't seem to notice it, but I believe I had highlighted a spot in here where the guy who was with him, he chose, he's like, I'm not going to shoot because I'm responsible for all those bullets, and he didn't feel comfortable shooting at Gamboa at the range they were at. And so this guy, Matt, whatever his name is, he's screwed on this because they already have the guy who was with him being like, I didn't feel comfortable taking that shot.
Do they have the charges? Because there's God.
Yeah, keep scrolling down. There are charges that are announced.
Because we we
Keeps
kind of
rolling down.
we sat here and kind of thought about all the charges that could be placed on him.
Keep going, Christy. It's probably near the bottom. I believe I had highlighted it.
We kind of sat here and it's like, all right, there's manslaughter for
going.
sure, potential
Just keep going until you find the charges. That video that was there was one of the lawyers for the Alu family.
Nope, not there.
No, did
They
I
were
not
up
get them?
top.
Were they up at top? Oh,
Manslaughter.
yeah. So I did highlight them, but they were up at
It's
top.
up top.
No.
So like when we talked
This
about
is manslaughter charge. A manslaughter
A
charge.
manslaughter charge. I know
So-
there's more charges than just a manslaughter charge.
I was gonna say when we first talked about this, there was a potential
Second degree felony.
I did highlight a list
Okay.
there.
So second degree felony for manslaughter. Then you got reckless endangerment of freaking Gumbo. You got reckless endangerment.
Gumbo.
You got reckless endangerment for the entire crowd that they could
Gumbo's a
stack
good
on him.
dish.
But yeah,
And they could charge, reckless endangerment for each individual person that was there in the background too. And so you've got theoretically just a
Thousands.
lot of charges
thousands of
that could be
charges there.
arrested against him. So
So
we'll see
Yeah,
what
we
happens.
just wanted to bring
yeah, well, we wanted to bring that back to
But we can go ahead. The
Finally
next
getting
article
justice.
is connected to it. We
this.
can just go ahead
This
and
next
skip.
one's a funny one.
Oh, never mind. I think I got rid of it already. So this one is hilarious.
So cockfighting.
Oh my gosh. Ugh.
The Provo high schoolers found out what cockfighting was.
Was it high schoolers?
That's the article I saw. A bunch
Holy
of high
crap.
schoolers because this was.
I read through it. I guess I missed that it was high schoolers. 17 people arrested after Provo police find evidence of organized cockfighting event.
So-
Honestly, I'm going to be honest with you. If it's high schoolers, I'm really surprised that they got the chicken cockfighting as the right one when they talk about cockfighting.
So the article I read, who knows if it was
Let's scroll down, babe.
the right one or not. Apparently these were all high schoolers
Gosh.
and it was found in a Provo high school.
Oh.
But that could be completely wrong.
I don't think it was found in a Provo high school. It wasn't in a high school when they found it, but it could have been high schoolers involved. More than a dozen people were arrested after police found over 50 dead roosters, hundreds of living chickens, scorecards, and trophies on a property in Utah County.
Can I tell you guys how wild a chicken fight is?
Is it? Oh, that's right, because you served in the Dominican Republic, huh?
Oh yeah, people. The people that were like heavily involved in chicken fights, like they had farms of like 20 roosters that they would tie to a leash on a stake and just keep them out. And then they'd have like a stick that was like 3 foot long with feathers on the end, and they just go up there and start beating the rooster with it. And the rooster would just get super, super aggressive towards this feathery ball. And that's how they would train it. But they would strap razor blades to their
Oh my
feet.
gosh.
Yeah, like they have the spurs and stuff. They
Well,
attach to them,
not
and
just
razor blades.
not
and-
just the spurs on the back end that roosters naturally have.
Yeah.
They would legitly put like shaving razor blades, the 5-cent ones. They would attach it to the foot at a young age, and the foot would grow around it.
Holy shit.
So
Sorry.
it was
My language,
gnarly.
but gosh.
But we may or may not have like stood in the background of some and just watched for a minute.
Gosh, wow.
The rooster that won, it was like they're king of the hill fights.
Yeah.
So whichever one lasts the longest is the winner at the end of the day.
Oh, so they throw a whole bunch of them in at the same time, not just one-on-one.
It's one-on-one.
Okay, it is one-on-one.
But the victor keeps fighting.
Oh, okay. Gosh.
So, like, a rooster dies, they'll go into the ring, pick it up by its feet, and just chuck it out of the circle and throw the next one in.
Gosh.
That's messed up.
It is gnarly stuff.
Wow.
But I don't know if they got quite...
So, officers got a warrant and flew a drone over the property, which allegedly captured several people loading cages in and out of vehicles. Scroll down. Police said there were 363 living roosters at the site, with over 56 dead ones found in garbage bags and bins. 363 living. There's
One a day.
oh my, one a day, one fight a day.
One a day. Mine
You
is
could.
Christmas and Thanksgiving.
Oh. At least they take give the roosters 2 vacations.
So sorry, tangent off the story I just told. There were some people that hated the missionaries enough. They would train the roosters to attack the missionaries.
Holy crap.
There was one in one of my areas that we'd have to go and like knock on that door just to talk to the member because it was our ward mission leader.
Okay.
His neighbor, who lived in front of him, and they shared an alleyway, hated missionaries. So there was that one rooster that whenever they saw a white shirt and tie, would attack.
Oh my gosh.
That's funny.
It was
That's mean.
It was one of the ones with the razor blades and grown in the talons.
Oh.
So it was like...
Did you learn how to do a football punt?
So it learned. So the first 2 or 3 elders that went through there that were American did that. So it learned to jump 10 feet in front of you
Oh.
and like jump at you. So you had to sprint.
Well, I guess that's when you get the missionaries who played baseball.
So it was like,
I mean, that's the thing.
it was
You
aerial
don't
attack.
give animals enough credit for how intelligent they can be.
Oh yeah,
So-
it was terrifying. But
Yeah.
anyways, cockfighting.
So, an adjacent room had several bottles of liquid with needles in them that were used to make the roosters more aggressive.
Yep.
In the vehicle
They stopped
were-
a vehicle.
Yeah, they stopped the vehicle.
So
sorry, but
there was a
Yeah.
couple people.
in the vehicle that they had stopped, they found razor claws
Mm-hmm.
for the roosters, more aggression, inducing drugs, and 2 roosters in a box. Go ahead and keep scrolling down.
I want to say they're TRT shots.
Are they just TRT shots?
Like or something similar to
Similar
that.
to it. While 17 people were arrested, officials were told that there were 50 to 100 people present who fled the scene as police arrived.
I mean, if you're all I'm not condoning this by any means, but it's 100 people. If we're all in it, they can't arrest all of us.
Oh my gosh.
Don't run.
Yeah. Oh man.
So
So let's keep scrolling down. This is a crazy story. Apparently, this address has had issues with cockfighting in the past too.
I'm surprised it's not dogfighting.
I was gonna say dogfighting was more popular on my mission.
Mm-hmm.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
People, I don't.
Backstabbing was more common in my mission.
I love pit bulls. Everyone hates pit bulls.
I love pit bulls.
Pit bulls are some of the nicest dogs on the planet.
They were bred to be nannies.
Yeah.
Well, the thing
And
is with
people would abuse them out there, and that's where they get the bad name. Is
Well, the problem with all dogs in general is they are still animals. They still have their natural
yeah.
instincts, and you have to treat them like that. You have to train them. You have to maintain that training. You have to. They have needs as well, needs for attention and whatnot. You have to make sure they get that.
I mean,
They have
look at
needs
your
for
dog.
exercise. That freaking dog acts like he is fully neglected, and we never give him
So-
any attention.
So
My goodness, but no, he gets the attention he needs. He does. Gosh dang it, he is so freaking needy.
So pit bulls and Rottweilers were bred to be nannies.
Mhm.
That is genetically bred into them. They're some of the nicest dogs. It's
They-
once you start neglecting them,
And we're abusing.
it's like a kid. Once a kid finds a sour taste, they're gonna go full bore into that, and it's hard to get them off.
Yeah, so especially, let's see.
You're good.
All suspects are facing charges of game foul fighting, a Class B misdemeanor.
yes, sweet.
7 of the arrestees are also
Won the lottery?
facing charges
No, I'll get
for
into it here in a second.
aggravated cruelty in an aggravated cruelty to an animal, a Class A misdemeanor. So what was it? You wanted to get into it?
He's driving our numbers up. We're just
Yeah,
gonna let him.
heck yeah. Let's just drive
So-
up that engagement. It's even better for us.
It's completely separate from this, but I just got the notification.
Well, we're going to
What?
switch over to the next article after you do this. What is
Okay.
it?
So right now it's rodeo week in Vegas. It's the National Finals Rodeo. I love the road. I love watching the NFR and everything. In the city of Goshen, we have an NFR contestant right now. When he went into it, he was sitting number 5 in the world
Wow.
in earnings. His name's Hayes Waite. I've met him. Love the guy. My in-laws are really good friends with his parents. This is his 3rd year going to the NFR. Every time he gets to the NFR, he cannot ride worth crap.
What?
Yeah.
So like he performs really well, and then he hits the NFR.
Yeah, it's the NFR jitters.
Oh, okay.
Like, his first year he went, he only rode 2 out of the 10 days. Last year he rode 3 out of the 10 days. Today is day 3. He rode for the first time in these 3 days. So, I just said
he's riding now, and you're excited.
I'm excited.
You don't want to be here. You want to be watching the rodeo.
I'll go back and watch it tomorrow.
I see you wearing your area.
That's why I'm all decked out. It's rodeo week, but it's fun. Like Utah, in the NFR, Texas produces the most amount of cowboys that go to the NFR. They average about 30 to 35 contestants out of the 120 normally that go. Utah produces 20 to 25 contestants a year. That's mostly in the rough stock events, so bareback, saddle bronc, and bulls. So Utah is a very big proponent in the rodeo world. That's just the rodeo world. So
not PBR.
I started breaking on my new pair of boots yesterday.
I'm sorry.
They've been sitting in the closet. I bought a pair of area work boots for work. And since my foot surgery, I've been very hesitant to try it, and finally my wife was like, you know what? Those have been sitting there. You're going to freaking wear them? You spend a ridiculous amount of money on them.
So you want to know the best way to break in a pair of boots?
How?
Soak them in the tub for 24
I've
hours.
heard that, but these, I don't want to do that to the work boots. They're the vented ones. They're really nice.
I know.
I don't want to ruin them.
So
I understand, but he is right, though. That's what I do with my army boots, and they frickin' work.
So you soak them in water for 24 hours, and then you place your oven on like 125, 150.
I haven't heard that version.
And you cook the water out of it.
Oh, I haven't heard that.
That will loosen up the leather and make it really nice.
Maybe I'll try that. They're a composite toe, so...
That's why you got it, like... Normally you cook them at like 250, 275, but that's going to start cooking all your plastics.
Yeah.
So you cook it at like 125, 150 for 3 to 4 hours, and then just cook the water out of it.
All right, let's hit up that next article.
That's why I haven't bought a pair of new boots in 6 years, because I don't want to break them in again. I have a pair.
If you want a pair of work boots that are already broken, get a pair of Thorogoods.
These ones have been relatively good.
They're lace-up boots. I don't know how you like about lace-up boots. I have to have it for my heart.
Yeah.
So they're compression.
I'm old. I gotta have either some kind of lace up for my freaking ankles.
These ones go about halfway up my calves.
Especially since I'm always on uneven surfaces too. Once you twist your ankle, you're kind of screwed.
Yeah.
So I just gotta have the lace ups for that extra support.
Cool. Good for you.
All right. So.
Don't really care.
Man accused of stabbing sex offender 17 times after he made comments about his daughter. The comments on Facebook on this article from KUTV, it's pretty much unanimous. Everyone's just saying, give this guy a medal.
Well, it's like the guy, like we were saying, the guy in Arkansas that freaking caught the dude in the car with his daughter, killed him, and the cops took him to jail, and now he's running for sheriff. And they're like, oh, you can't do that. And he's like, well, you failed at your job. We told you that this creep was messing around with our daughter, and you didn't do anything, so I took care of it.
Mm-hmm.
This man deserves an award. I'm sorry. I have a daughter myself. And if anybody comes to touch my daughter...
Man was arrested.
Would you do the same for your boys?
I would do the same for my boys.
Arrested.
And I would expect some help, too.
Facing an attempted murder charge after he allegedly stabbed man 17 times for making comments about his daughter several days prior.
That's a little different.
That's where it's like, ooh, yikes. I mean, if it's instinct, like, if it's just like you immediately do it right then.
That gets into premeditated stuff.
And that's actually what it's talking about.
Okay, damn it.
What?
I take back what I said. If it's premeditated like this,
I know,
this
right?
is...
So, Thad James Garul, 32, was arrested after a man covered in blood was located on a front porch in Wellington. Scroll on down.
If he would have done it smartly, he's out in the oil fields of Price. He very well could have just jump in the truck and don't ever see that guy again.
So,
Kate, this is where I have this comment that you're about to read. This is where I'm torn in my decision and taking it back.
He admitted to police to assist assaulting the victim because he had made comments at the post office about his daughter, who is a minor, He said he had looked up the man online after the encounter and found he was a sex offender. He was one of those little red dots. So it's like,
Oh, I'm torn.
yeah, I understand why you're torn, because the thing is this is what I wanted to get into. This is why I cut off our conversation about it before the show, is because over the last couple years we have been seeing these activist judges releasing criminals who are murderers, rapists, and whatnot on bail, on really low bail, under these stupid bail reform laws. And then what ended up happening that next day, or even within just a couple days, they murdered someone or they raped someone
In
again.
some cases, hours.
See, this is
There's a couple cases, you're right, where it was hours afterwards. And so it's just like, this may not be like that, but when you look up and see this person's already a former convicted person, and you hear about these stories, you get scared for your family, especially when they make a freaking comment about your underage daughter. So go ahead.
I get the whole wanting to take care of the scenario. Don't go into premeditated.
Yeah, don't go into the premeditated part of it.
Like,
Yeah.
if this was him confessing to assaulting your daughter, like, that's when you get into the whole could be justified.
Yeah,
Right.
seriously. Yeah, so he confessed, stating that he intended to kill the victim. I mean,
And then
not fully call him just a victim. I mean, the criminal.
the guy was
to
creeping.
protect his daughter.
this
The guy
then,
was creeping on the daughter.
Mm-hmm.
it,
The victim allegedly told police that the suspect stabbed him repeatedly, here we go, and then leaned over him, saying he should think again before making comments about his daughter.
this also gets into legality of
Premeditated.
what is the word? Vigilantism.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, but he's a sex offender.
I know.
I know.
Like, sex offenders are less than people, but at the same time,
So I have a hard
They're
time
not
because
quite animals.
okay, this is going to be very controversial. There are people who can change and who make mistakes.
There are.
Then there is people who are absolute creeps. There are young men and young women that do stupid stuff when they're younger, and then they learn from their mistakes, and then they completely turn around their lives. And that pedophile thing follows them around for the rest of their life when they actually do make a complete 360. And then you have people who are creeps that are less than human.
Yeah.
And so it's that
well,
weird. It needs to be judged on a person by person basis, because certain people can change with help. Is maybe they were abused as a kid and that's all they know. That's like all they knew is that, oh, that's appropriate, because there are people out there
like,
that's what they think.
I understand the whole black and white
Yeah.
scale of all this. You're either on the list or you're not. I'm kind of in favor of adding a third, like,
Exemption.
Like,
If you believe there's an imminent threat against a family member.
well, it's more of like if they did it when they was young.
No, women rape men all the time, but they get praised for it.
Ooh, let's not get into that one.
Yeah, we won't. Men are just more talked about because women are. We don't.
We don't need to get into that subject, but
Oh yeah.
Oh, there's statistics on it. Women actually commit more abuse against men than men commit against women. It's just we're called pussies if we report it. Continue.
We're saying abuse.
Let's add.
Women don't abuse. Sexually
no,
abuse
they-
kids. Oh, they do. They're just better at hiding it.
They
I'll
do.
just say that.
They right. Oh god.
They're way better.
I'm gonna stay off that way.
Yeah,
Horse.
yeah. We'll just stay out of it there.
This guy knows how to push my freaking buttons.
He does.
And I'm loving it. I'm sorry.
I love seeing you fired up. It's great.
You both are loving this.
My wife, you're doing exactly what my wife asked you to do, which is be more vocal.
What
Share
if,
your opinions.
Bro, what if this is your wife? That's a
Just
different
like trolling.
So I'm all for, like, I'm hesitant with this. I'm kind of in favor of adding a third position on that switch.
Mm-hmm.
If they did the assault, like if they assaulted when they were in their like late teens, early 20s, and go to like a reform therapist for a good 10 to 15 years.
And have no slip-ups.
Yep. And have those urges diminish. Like, they're still going to be there regardless.
Yeah, of
Like,
course.
There's a difference between having an urge to do something
And
actually
acting
acting upon it.
Like, if they can fight over those urges and get those out of their system, I'm in favor of having them be on like a secondary list that is not mandated. But if something kicks up, they're immediately put back on.
Well, I would say it's mandated. So this is where
Well, can I
I'm
point
adopted.
out something real
Yeah,
quick, though?
here.
So it's like, the thing is, the police, for the most part, know who the people are that are actually going to be committing these crimes, because I think it's like, I can't remember the number. It's a ridiculous high percentage of crimes are just committed by repeat offenders, by people who've already been convicted of these crimes. So it's like, you go and you look at all these numbers of rape. It's actually a very small group of people who are committing it. They're just doing it over and over again, and they refuse to change.
So I was going to say, this is so... You had brought up that going to a reform school. So,
Pay no attention to him.
no,
Keep
I'm just
going on your
just
thought.
laughing.
I know,
I'm
just
laughing.
finish your thought real quick, then you can go back to laughing. at what he's
So
saying.
there is actually a reform school. So technically, you're not allowed to report anybody. Cool. I don't give a shit about your opinion. Okay.
Then stop
You
replying
got
to it.
something wrong in the head. No, it's very entertaining to see his comments.
Oh, okay.
So here's the thing. There is a reform school. So if you're in your teenage years, I think it goes all the way up to the age of 17. If you commit a sexual crime, they send you to a reform school. I know certain people who have been
Do we know
through
the
that.
Do we know the results on that? Like the numbers on how many?
So actually, I know that it's really good. If you catch it early on, the reform, when, say, like a young man or a young woman is young and they catch it and they can help reprogram the brain, their chance of them repeating that is extremely low. But now
It's
when
kind
you
of like
hit...
can't teach old dogs new tricks,
Yes.
basically.
But
As
then...
they're older, it's harder to reform them.
But then, as soon as you turn 18, you stay permanently on that list unless you get a pardon from the governor. I know I'm adopted here. I'm adopted, and I will not name names, but my stepdad, the reason why I'm adopted, got pardoned from the governor from his actions. They have to legally send out letters to all of those affected by the behavior. I never got a letter.
Oh, Governor Koch didn't do his job.
Governor Cox did not do his job. His department did not. My older brother got a letter. I don't know if any of my other siblings, if they got a letter. I don't think so. I don't think my sister has or anything. But he got pardoned and erased from the list. Which, in my opinion, and this is where I'm torn, is I believe everyone has the right to own firearms. We live in America. We have certain unalienable rights by God. But the thing is with this list, it is black and white, and it's not black and white because it's so different. Because you have the ages, like your preteen ages, your kid ages, and then your like 20-year-olds, and then your 30-year-olds. Like, it's all grouped into like different things. And so to add, like, I understand like your thought process to add another list, but it is kind of like, no, you're on the list, you need to stay on the list. But what they should add to the list, because when you look it up, it just says you have to legitimately search that name in the government site. They should make it easier for you to say, okay, so this guy was a one-time offender, and it's been 25 years, and he's never, well, as far as they know, he's never done anything. Okay, so he's kind of less of a threat. Does that make sense?
So
less of a threat.
They go from a red dot to a blue dot.
But he's still on the list. He's still, they're still there. And it's just a messed up, this is just messed up. And now this guy's situation, it is definitely premeditated. He waited a couple days. Now, if there was something like a grab or something there at the post office and then the attack happened, I would 100% be on the dad's side. I mean, you got a daughter. You don't have a daughter yet. But
Nope.
Not
but
yet.
I'm sure you'll be the same way.
No, she's coming. I just don't know when.
You know what I mean? Is just the thing is I get the protectiveness, but acting on it days afterwards, and then also having you read it, he has drugs on him. Like, dude, okay, come on, dude.
Not
Like,
both
come on.
Like the guy was a sex offender, but man, if you're talking about a guy who's not the great example of the kind of person that should be doing this, he's also got drugs and drug paraphernalia on him. So it's like, yo, you just premeditated murder and you got this drug paraphernalia. So you're a piece of crap
it's
already.
such a sketchy.
If we want to see vigilantism working at its
Finest?
This is not the guy.
this is not the guy, but we have a story of who is.
We do. He's a hero, and he should be given like a medal or something. Post
So-
hat.
I believe the
Whatever
next
that
tab
word
is the
is.
picture of who we're going to be talking about.
No, it's not.
No, it is not. The Discord has the picture.
The Discord has the pic.
This
Oh,
man.
there it is.
You!
This man.
Father of the year of like whatever year it was.
I think it was 1985, wasn't it?
85. Yep.
85. Father of the Year award goes to.
So, give me a second before I get into that.
Ah, damn it! You ruined the perfect.
I know. I just want to get the backstory set
Okay,
up,
let's
okay?
get the backstory.
So if you want to bring the picture back up, wherever that went, there you go. The guy in red, his name is Jeff Duquette. We'll just call him Jeff Douche.
Let's just call him pedophile.
So
Pedophile 1.
that man was a karate instructor in the early to mid 80s. He was a
Why
karate.
didn't he block the bullet?
Shut up!
Sorry. Sorry.
He was a karate instructor. He was also a very good friend of the guy in back. His name is Gary Plauché.
Father of the Year.
Yup. So, on December 14th of 1984, Jeff, the man in red, took Gary's son, Jody, who he had been grooming for about 5 to 6 years. Like, Jeff had pulled...
It's messed up, dude.
Dude.
Jeff had pulled,
I don't know the whole details of the story, so...
Jeff had pulled Jody aside and was kind of grooming him after the karate lessons.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, like...
So the
There
abuse
was-
didn't start at the start. He became friendly with the family and
Yep.
then
So-
started.
That makes it even more messed up.
Yeah.
Jeff became really good friends with Gary. Gary was going to start... Because Jeff was about ready to lose the studio.
Mm-hmm.
Gary had put money in to the studio to keep it up and running.
Oh my gosh.
So Jeff had just started grooming Jody, and just it was first like, here, let me show you how to do this. I'm gonna move your limbs into the positions in which they
Slowly
need.
making him more comfortable with
It
it.
just got more and more and more comfortable, up to the point to where Jody had to perform acts with Jeff, and that happened for. This happened over a duration of like 4 to 5 years.
It was messed up.
And then Jeff told Jody, like, hey, you want to go on a Disneyland trip? Let's go. We're going to go right now.
He asked to borrow the car. He didn't even tell the parents where he
Oh
was
my
taking the kid.
Gosh.
So
Yeah.
so Jeff took Jody to Anaheim and went to Disneyland.
Wow.
Disneyland, a couple other places too. If I
Oh, yeah,
remember the
they-
story, they're just chilling.
According to Jody, it was a great time because Jeff was too anxious about what was going on to have Jody perform anything. Like, he was just sweating bullets the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Anaheim police found him, raided the motel that they were staying at on February 29th. On March 1st, Jody was...
Sorry, want to add a detail. The only reason why they found him is pedophile allowed the son to call home,
Mm-hmm.
and they
was able to
FBI
track
had
the call.
already tapped the lines without telling the family because they were expecting the call.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And
normally
traced the call.
in kidnappings you expect a ransom
Yep.
call.
And so they were expecting all of that.
So that's how they was able to find him. That's
Okay.
not included in the article. So
Yeah.
So on March 1st, Jody was returned back to his family in Louisiana. Jeff was held in holding until March 16th, when he was going to come and face trial in the state of Louisiana. He arrived to the Baton Rouge Metropolitan Airport and was led in handcuffs by police officers through the airport about 9:30, where this picture was taken.
Father of the Year.
So
That's not even a picture. That's a frame just before the explosion happens.
They have the video of it.
They
I
do.
know. I've seen the video.
So
of it.
at this point in time, this has become a nationwide thing.
This whole story.
This whole story is a nationwide thing. So they've got camera crews waiting in the airport. Like, they want to film the guy in handcuffs coming to face justice. It's not in the way that's going to happen. So,
Justice.
so
Sitting
you can imagine how Gary was feeling. He's just pissed off. Like, he's pissed. He's in what they later deemed, like, what do they call it?
Hysteria.
Suspense, temporarily psychotic state is what they deemed it in court. So Gary takes his 38 special revolver, is on the phone with his wife at the payphone, is having a conversation with his wife. Is like, honey, give me a second. Has the phone to his ear and does an underarm shot.
You can see he pulled the phone away right there, and the gun's in the other hand.
There's a cameraman where you're getting the angle, and then there's another cameraman behind Jeff, and Gary nails the shot, nailing him, like, I want to say right in here, just right underneath the jugular.
Gosh.
He then goes back to the phone. I'll call you from jail, honey. Hangs up the phone. And in the video, you hear two officers saying, "Why, Gary, why?"
Oh, my God.
Those police officers were his friends from high school. And it's not like, why'd you do it? And he's like, why'd you throw your freedom away? You have kids at home to take care of. So in the aftermath, Gary was initially charged with second-degree murder, but agreed to plea bargain, in which he pleaded no contest to manslaughter. He was sentenced to 7 years to a suspended sentence with 5 years probation and 300 hours of community service.
So he didn't actually spend a day in jail because it was a suspended sentence, and then 300 hours, you said?
300 hours of
300
community
hours
service.
of community service.
Which I believe he served his community service in
that,
this single
that
act
counts
alone.
for 300 hours, doesn't it?
I mean, as a
Sorry,
dad,
actually, only one rapist only counts for 100 hours of community service.
So,
as dads here, I mean, we've all seen that video of would you kill for... Have you seen that video online?
Oh, yeah, asking
Would you kill,
like a mom if you
and the
would
moms
kill
are like,
for a child.
no,
They're like, no, but
no.
would you die for him? Yes. And then it's like, would you kill for a child? It's like, I'd freaking murder for the child.
And all the dads are like,
you could take
yes.
words out of that sentence. Would you kill for a child?
Yeah,
It's like,
literally.
yeah,
And
yeah.
it's like, no hesitation. All the
who
men
did
are
what?
like, yeah, how many bodies do we need to stack?
How deep do I need to dig?
Yeah.
Exactly. So, this happened 41 years ago. It happened in 1984. So,
Okay, we were wrong on the year.
last year was the 40th anniversary. So,
Dang.
Why, Gary? Why?
Kind
Gary
of crazy thing that's 40 years ago, too.
Gary ended up dying in 2014 at the age of 68. And then his son, Jody, was initially, like, pissed off at his dad.
Yeah.
Because Jeff was his only friend in the world at that point. Jeff had done his job, like, Jeff had groomed him to the point to where
He was the kid's
They
only
did the
friend.
good.
He was the only-
He did the job that he wanted. Yeah.
to Jeff, he accomplished his mission of isolating Jody.
Yes, he was very good at what he did.
And
basically.
Jody was pissed off at his, like, keep in mind, Jody was only 11, 12 at the time.
Thought
Okay.
he was younger than that.
He was extremely young. I can't find how old he was.
Well, that's your privacy laws right there for underage.
Yeah, but he's an adult now, though.
So Jody was born in 72, so he would have been 12.
That's really young.
Mhm.
So, Jody was pissed off at his dad up until mid-20s before he realized, like, oh man, this is kind of... my dad did this for that reason.
My dad was trying to be a good dad.
Yep. So...
You know, that if that isn't love, I don't know what
Not
is.
just a good dad, but a good man. He tried to help this guy out with his studio. And then he does this abuse to his son. So not only does this guy just take his frickin' money, but then also took his son's innocence.
I would say the son's innocence is way more important.
It's
than
way
money.
more important, but he
And
got
then ready for
slapped in the
this?
face by the guy twice at the same time.
Yeah.
And then this guy was just gonna be in jail. Like it wasn't even. They weren't like even going to charge him.
It was
that-
the 80s in Louisiana.
He probably
like-
could have gotten the chair or something, but
he
likelihood of
he
that.
Well,
was
back
more
then,
than
and
likely
they
gonna-
probably just put him in general pop, so he probably wouldn't have
True,
been.
so he wouldn't have
probably
made
wouldn't
it
have been long
anyway, but-
Exactly. So he wouldn't have lasted long in prison, but that still would have been taxpayer dollars going to like make sure that he served his life in prison. So,
What a
All right,
creep.
go ahead and get rid of that picture.
but that also gets into the whole ideal of vigilantism.
Yeah.
If we have vigilantes on the loose, what's the purpose of law enforcement?
Mm-hmm.
But look at the Arkansas situation across the country right now. The local law enforcement didn't do their job,
Yeah.
which the father multiple times had called. Like when you learn the story, it was this man is freaking being a creep to my daughter. He keeps taking my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we can't do anything. Just a restraining order. Just a restraining order. And then he freaking kidnaps his daughter. Yeah, completely justified.
So there's
So it's a
there's
very
a lot
fine
of
line.
give and takes with a bunch of these different stories.
It's a
So it's a rough subject to talk about to begin
Mhm.
with. Like I'm starting to get a little peeved again.
I'm not. I just in this situation here in Utah, when I first initially read this, I was like, hell yeah, justice served, justice done.
We're talking about the 17-year or the
Yeah.
17 stabbings.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now as you learn to read it, it's a couple days late. The guy didn't do anything. He made comments. Still, the guy is a pedophile, but still, it's
Well, it didn't say
premeditated.
that he was a pedophile. It just said that he was a sex offender.
Well,
So I don't
yeah,
know.
he looked him up as a child
Oh well,
predator.
yeah. Was it a child predator or just
Sex-
that he was a sexual?
Let's see.
That he had
He-
was committed
Sex
to-
offender.
Sex offender.
Sex offender. Oh,
So
sorry.
you got
It didn't say
Same
he
thing.
was a pedophile.
Sorry, in my mind,
To be
same
fair,
thing.
I don't really think it makes much
Yeah.
of a difference. A sex
But
offender is a sex
here's the
offender.
thing: he
But-
waited. He waited to do something.
So I will give him a little bit of leeway here. They could have been a drug-induced hysteria
It could.
because he
That
did have
is-
methamphetamine on him.
That is true. I mean, that's the thing. We'll have to find out. He's probably going to get a drug test. We'll probably figure that or learn about some of that later.
Mm-hmm.
So here's my thing: if somebody would have made a comment, say when my daughter's old enough, like that, fists would have been thrown,
Mm-hmm.
not stabbing. Now, unless there was touching involved, then hands free, baby.
So
Hands free. I've
there-
already broken one knuckle. Let's do it
There's-
again.
there's
Like,
a lot of different mentalities you can go in with this whole thing. We just need to wait for all the details to come out.
So we'll
Mhm.
keep you guys updated on this. It's
Yeah,
been a very
we will.
interesting.
So-
If they report on it.
This has been a very interesting.
It has been. So let's go ahead and get to this next article, John, that you sent me.
I do. I really want to cover this
Go
one because
ahead
I
and
think
take
it's
it
hilarious.
away, man.
Okay, American Fork PD. So that's like 30 minutes. You get to read
Go
the
ahead.
phone now.
I get to now.
American Fork PD arrested an alleged shoplifter who was fleeing on roller skates. Out of everything.
It's a stupid form of roller skating.
They got cars, bro,
Well,
and dogs.
if you're gonna take the cool way out, don't use roller skates. Use roller blades.
Yeah, like
Roller blades are the cool way of doing it. Roller skates are like, I'm gonna go to the roller derby.
I'm sitting at work and this article popped up and I was like, dude, I gotta share this one. Okay, so I haven't read it, so let's scroll down here into this. Oh, looks like thank you for highlighting some stuff. So
He
Monday,
used an
December
airsoft gun.
3rd, they got a report of a man who had allegedly stole an airsoft rifle before fleeing on roller skates. They located the man matching that description still on roller skates. Officers initiated their overhead lights and a siren to attempt to detain the male. And the male sped off on his skates attempting to flee.
35. You're doing this at 35.
You're stealing an airsoft rifle at 35. What in
Go
the
get it.
hell do you got going on?
Go get a job, man.
Yeah. Suspect didn't. I'm sorry. They chased down the male on foot. That's even sad.
You're on wheels.
He was so
You're on
bad.
wheels?
He was so bad at skating away that he still got caught by cops on foot.
Okay, I can outrun. Okay, I mean, I've done the test with the National Guard and the Marines,
Can I
trying
at
to
least
join
give him
that.
credit, though?
What?
He's trying to bring rollerblades back.
True.
Make
Blades,
rollerblading
not
great
blades,
again.
Roller skates.
Roller skate. Make
There's
roller
difference.
skates great.
No,
again.
roller skates were never great. Roller blades were great.
But the funny thing with this is the fact, Kate, you've seen some of the cops around Utah.
Oh yeah, dude, they're freaking chunky.
They're the fact that he probably got outrun by somebody.
If you want to know, the Utah State Police officers across the Utah State, they have their own tank division.
Not all of them, but the fact
Not all.
the
of them.
fact that he couldn't even get away on foot and he was tackled. Okay, officers then
Another meth user.
conducted a
Are we
search on
surprised?
Jordan's person as well as his multiple backpacks.
This is Happy Valley.
Methamphetamines. No, okay, have you noticed? Okay, drive up to Springville.
Ew, gross.
Okay, no.
Go ahead and
You know
scroll
where
down
they're
to
putting
those
in the
charges,
Buc-ee's?
babe.
Mm-hmm.
That dirt road that leads by where you can duck
Right
hunt?
there.
Homeless people.
Where?
Where they're putting in the new Buc-ee's. Right up there in Springville.
A whole bunch of homeless people?
Yeah, dude, it's ridiculous.
Are they
And
lining up for the
dr-
jobs?
Drugs. No, drugs, dude.
Yeah.
Just
And it's
strung
the
out.
amount of drugs that because Salt
It
Lake
is
did
Happy
their
Valley, though, that's
well
the thing.
Salt Lake they did their push to get rid of homelessness up there,
And they all
and
migrated
they just
here.
pushed them down here into our. But
Oh.
man, this is crazy.
Ooh, man, that's a
So
that's
there's
a slur
the
of-
charges, man.
Class A.
Let's see. Failed to stop at command of a law enforcement, Class A misdemeanor. Obstruction of justice, Class A misdemeanor. Pattern of unlawful activity, Class A misdemeanor. Oh, so this isn't his first time. Retail theft greater than $5,000.
Pretty impressive.
What airsoft gun is over $5,000?
Oh no, he had stuff from multiple stores
Oh,
in
did he?
multiple
Oh.
backpacks.
That was
I'm sorry if we skipped over that.
the
This
airsoft
guy,
rifle was the one that like.
That they caught him on.
that was the one he got caught on.
It-
He was probably on a high, like, dude, I've done like so many stores, man. I'm gonna go get this airsoft rifle and go rob some more.
Either
Interfering,
or that could be an amazing airsoft rifle. That better.
Inter-
I
interfering
mean,
with the
I
police.
have heard of airsoft rifles. Sorry, that are as expensive as real guns.
Yeah.
So
Interfering with a peace officer, Class B misdemeanor. What is a peace officer like a security guard?
No, that's just I believe law enforcement.
Is that just
officer.
law enforcement?
yeah,
in general?
it could be because I know they had. Don't they have the trained cops up there in American Fork?
Probably.
Because the
UTA,
front runner?
yeah.
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 The
And
trained
then
cops that
use
I
There
think
may
it's
be
funny.
a technical difference. I'm not sure what it is.
Use or possession of drug paraphernalia, which is a Class B misdemeanor.
Dude, it
So,
just.
there's no felonies here. You're telling me there's no felonies?
Oh my gosh.
Which is surprising because I mean he did steal a lot of money.
Yeah. Which
Well, not money, but a lot of money worth
I
in
think
items.
the retail value is going to get him on a felony charge.
Maybe.
Because I want to stay in the state of Utah.
So here's the
$500
thing: is it
the
depends
felony?
because you also have to remember each of those thefts are individual thefts, not one
True.
single theft.
True, but they
Unless
could
there
lump
are
it
laws
together.
that allow them to say that this is a string of crimes and maybe it's a serial thing.
It's just,
Yeah.
we just had to have some funny.
Oh, here we
form
go.
of Cops, okay?
At store number 1, Jordan stole approximately $200 worth of items. Store number 2, $100 worth of items. At store number 3, $250 worth of items.
Dang.
So where do they get the $5,000 worth?
Must have been a few more stores.
Or
Or that freaking airsoft.
Or that
rifle worth a
airsoft
lot
gun
more money than we
was-
think. It could have been one of those
I-
expensive ones.
do you have any that are worth that much?
Mine was $300. And that was like mid-tier. When I went to the airsoft store, there was some for $800-900.
Let's
Yeah.
see. Let's see.
You know,
here.
it makes me want a comprehensive list of what he freaking
What is
stole.
the most? Hey, give me a second.
Hold
Here.
the hell on.
What is the most expensive
just let him
airsoft
do
gun that can be purchased?
I really don't like the way you worded that. I don't know why.
Holy sh!
What is it?
Top tier HPA built rifles potentially exceeding $3,000 to $10,000.
Yep.
So it's
They're
possible.
custom builds.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
I guess it is possible.
It's possible. Those are custom builds. They're also being made to order though too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well,
Dang.
yeah, freaking hilarious though. Trying to get away on skates.
Oh, are
So-
you looking up a store here in Utah then?
Yeah.
Oh, to see what? Yeah, I mean, we
So-
could go into even details about this to find out what store it was in American Fork. That would be funny.
Price.
Maybe.
But we are past our 2-hour mark.
We
That's
are.
okay.
So-
We got 2 articles left. We can just go ahead and hit those up.
He's curious. Give him a second here. He's
My screen here is being slow.
Slow.
well, it's a nice.
And I
shade,
definitely know
so-
it ain't my Wi-Fi.
This iPad's been around since I graduated high school. Since I
Gosh.
started high school.
To
So
be
golly.
fair, you're
Give it a
basically
break.
a baby compared to me. I'm
so
an old shit.
at this website, which is Red Wolf Airsoft, I don't know.
You said it, not
I
me.
know. Old and fat over here.
So
Okay.
this website, which is Red Wolf Airsoft, I don't know if they have a story in American Fork, but this is kind of just a reference. Their most expensive M4 airsoft gun is $4,200.
Damn.
That thing better kick
And
like a
that's
real
just right
gun.
off the shelf. That's not a custom build.
Yeah, no, that's not.
It's
got-
it's a limited edition,
okay.
but it's a
So what? It's got like
It's got
gold plating.
optics
It's
and
got
everything
a-
on it.
It's got like a Trigicon, like it's got a ACOG style sight on it. It's got a
Wouldn't surprise me
magazine.
if it was a real Trigicon.
probably would be a real sight.
At
honestly.
that price, it's probably real.
probably.
Because I
Yeah.
know some people who get really into it.
Does it give me?
I won't deny I didn't think it was all that big of a deal, but no, there's a pretty big sporting
So
whole
we're like
arena around this thing.
we're gun nuts, right?
Yeah.
Like you've got people in the states
There's
that
a whole group
Yeah.
of gun nuts about airsoft guns.
well, that's what I'm getting at. You
It's
get
pretty
guys here.
fun.
You get guys that like deck out in military s gear, the plate carriers, the helmets, the NVGs,
hmm
everything. That's how these guys in Europe train. They can only use airsoft guns. A lot of these big, like Silo Entertainment's a really big one on YouTube. He goes to these massive properties and they just do giant airsoft events for days.
Dang. Wow, that's freaking crazy. Well, let's get to this next article then. Hit up some church news.
Yeah, so it's for
So-
those who don't want to listen,
Yep.
we're about to switch over to talk about the LDS Church. And if you don't want to listen, see ya. Peace out. Go away.
Not that nerdly though.
Oh, no, dude. I'm a little PO'd over some of the comments today.
You're telling me.
It's been freaking hilarious.
So,
All right, so
Bug
Church
off.
of Jesus Christ sees 120% surge in African members. The Economist reveals in their surveys effectively. So let's go ahead and scroll down into this. So it's basically over a period of 10 years, 120%,
Wow.
while the average growth rate across the world for the church is 19%.
Well, you have all those anti-people that say the church is losing people when the church is actually
No,
growing.
we're one of the few churches in America that's actually gaining. They keep claiming we're losing. There's no statistics showing that at all. Now you could argue certainly maybe growth rate in areas have slowed, but overall,
I would
no.
imagine growth rates in the Mormon Belt have slowed dramatically
Yeah.
because every child here is
partly probably because
Yeah.
of birth rate drops too.
Yeah. But I want to say membership in the eastern part of the United States is growing. It probably more along the 19% range, but it is
Yeah.
growing.
Yeah. Central and South America,
There-
freaking
it's-
exploding.
Africa,
It's been exploding
all
for a
those,
long
yeah.
time.
So
Probably not to this rate though, 120%.
That's a lot.
when
It is.
you go mission by mission, I know my mission when I was there, we was the number one in the world at 500 plus baptisms a month.
Gosh dang, that's insane.
That was only for like a transfer or two, but still, we had that 500 number. Retention rate sucked, but baptismal rate was great.
Yeah, that's the thing is like, yeah, you can get the whole freaking world baptized, but let's be honest though, retention is the important part.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
keeping
dang.
people coming to the church.
I remember when it was a big deal when we broke 10.
Yeah, I know,
And now we're
right?
at 17.5
We're
million
close to
members
breaking
in
20.
180 countries.
Really, we're growing really great in the Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Wow.
so here's the thing. These countries,
I guess that would make
these
sense.
countries, we are bringing the gospel to them, and it's connecting stories that their ancestors used to tell. And it's like, oh, this is the parts that we were missing.
So
This is this, and it's just people are drawn to it
Mm-hmm.
because of their stories.
Yeah.
And then finding out it's true, and then you're like, oh, whoa, this is great.
So, on my mission in D.C., one, never baptize a single person. My success was actually mostly
Actually, I
in...
shouldn't knuckles to
I know,
that,
right?
but I
Well,
will.
my success was actually in reactivating people. So that was where my success on my mission was. So I definitely hold that quite dear, which is ironic because then I'm now reactivating myself because I've been a lazy piece of crap. All right, so in my mission experience, something I saw
Man, yeah,
that
look
was
at
really interesting was over in DC. You have enclaves everywhere in the DC South Mission.
Holy
Because
fudge.
the diplomats from countries come over there, but then as those diplomats are over there, other people follow them, and so we had areas that were just all Mongolian people. We had so we had little Mongolia, we had little Korea, we had little Mexico, little El Salvador, little Guatemala, we had little Ghana for Africa. We had so many. One missionary came in contact. He kept track 109 different countries that he came in contact with because it's the capital of the U.S. People come there. And this is going, the same thing to a degree, but a little different, is going to happen here in Utah. That's what I'm really excited for because it's just like we Utah Mormons have such a stupid, ridiculous, nasty, ugly niceness culture about us. And the anti-Mormons here have taken advantage of it for so long. When we start seeing immigration into Utah on a larger scale because of the massive increase of African members of the church, they are not prepared to handle African members of the church.
Oh, they're
They
great.
are not.
They're great.
awesome.
So here's the thing. There's this reporter in Africa a while back had this gay activist on his channel on their channel at a news station, and he introduced the gay actor, and everyone knows the phrase. Everyone's heard this. He turns to him and is like, "Why are you gay?"
Oh, yes, that guy, yeah.
Okay, the African members of the church that are coming to the U.S., they're going to be exactly like that. They're going to be very blunt, very
I
straightforward.
mean, we have some in
So
our
when
ward.
they go and see an anti-Mormon, they're going to go and look at him and like, why are you in apostasy?
We have some in
so
our
it's
ward,
like-
and I love their comments in Elders Quorum because they're just
Absolutely.
like, when everybody's silent, they're just like,
That's when
This is what-
they shatter they don't break the ice.
They
He
just
I know who you're talking about. He
yep.
shatters the ice.
And, okay,
it's wonderful. I love it.
His knowledge, too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because he's a convert to the church.
Mm-hmm.
And all these, like, questions that normal members of the church are like, oh, what about this? What about this? He's already gone through it all.
Well, a lot of members who grew up here, we don't ask those questions.
We don't,
and so
and he's
because of
asked
that,
those-
a lot of us don't really know an answer to it.
True.
But he's asked those
He's
questions.
asked every single
and
one
so
of those
he has
questions.
a lot of those answers.
And
it's
so when it
wonderful.
comes to the hard questions in Elders Quorum, he's just like, this is the answer. This is how you deal with it.
Mhm.
This is this because he's lived it. And oh my goodness,
yeah,
I'm
it's
excited.
wonderful.
I
am excited to see the influx.
I mean-
and this is the thing too. It's like we've talked previously about immigration into the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
And you look. This is a great example about this. Is a lot of these immigrants coming to the U.S. They just do not blend into our culture very well, and it's a problem.
Uh-huh.
But then you look at our neighbor who's from Africa, and he blended into Utah culture very well because of how much he has in common with us value-wise. Mm-hmm. And it's because he has those same values, because he shares that same faith with us.
yeah. Well, we have a couple neighbors that don't go to our church that still blend in with us because they share that overall.
Well, they share
connection
that overall culture
of-
because it's like one of our neighbors I'm actually second cousins with, and they blend into the neighborhood really well. And it's because, well, we literally come from the same family, but because they live here in that same culture. They're part of that culture.
Look at that.
I don't remember the 10 million part. I do remember the 12. Is it 12 or 14?
I remember.
I think it was the 14.
I remember.
It was probably when we broke 14.
Yeah, I
Because
think
now
that was-
we're on our way to breaking 20.
Yeah.
So scroll back up. I wanted to say something because I've right there.
Which one? The
Just
seminary
stop
enrollment?
for 1 second. Okay, so you get a lot of hate to the LDS Church that we like. A lot of people
Like the
are
hate
like
of
tithing.
Mark Driscoll that
So,
led
hear
to
me.
the violence over in Michigan. Was it
So
Michigan?
no, a lot of people are like, oh, members of the church, they embezzle the money. They don't spend the money on where it's going. Like we have people in the church that take the tithing funds and use it for personal use, which is not what the church stands
Ooh,
for.
do I have a mission story about
So-
that?
Oh, boy.
So let's hold off on that. Let's bring that up when we talk to Elijah.
Okay.
He'll be a good one to have a
Bring him
conversation
back
with.
on
That.
again.
Yes, I
Well,
want to do a live with him.
You want to bring
We
him
need
on
to-
live? Nice, yeah.
We probably need to let that episode air first before we bring him on the live.
Oh, we will. Well, I mean,
But
it's gonna
so
probably
what
air
I'm
this next
what
week,
I'm
so
trying
we
to
can
say
probably bring him on a
here,
week after.
we're having issues with the live stream. We got somebody who's listening that says that video is paused and won't play
Reload it.
anymore.
It's working on Rumble. I tried. So
It's-
YouTube is having issues, but it's not.
John,
but
you had the
Okay.
same issue on your phone when I pulled your phone up. I killed the video and clicked on it, and it worked fine.
Yeah.
So they just need to kill it and then
And
re-go
re-do it.
into the live stream, and they'll be good.
So
Or
what
go-
was
or go to Rumble.
Okay.
what was you getting after? Was it the universities, the 4 universities we
So
have? The
everyone says that the church is so rich. The church does this. The church doesn't do anything. They embezzle money. They have so many offshore accounts. They do this. They do this. Excuse me.
It's not embezzlement
Look
when
at
you're
this.
managing it properly.
Look, no. Look at this. Countries receiving humanitarian aid since 1984.
Mm-hmm.
How many countries in the world are there?
204.
Okay. We are sending humanitarian aid to 174 of them
Yep.
constantly. That is where our money is going. We are constantly helping. Okay, what church can say that we are rich and we are giving it away? 174 countries. That's a lot of money.
And here's something to keep in mind, like the
So
church,
I just had to say, like,
the
excuse me,
church-
I'm sorry. Look at this.
Yeah.
174 out of 204 countries. That's pretty damn good. And the countries that we haven't given aid to, I know, are Russia. And it's because we're having a hard... and
So
China.
we have a
We
hard
have-
time even being in
So
Russia.
we
They-
haven't given aid, like
they're
humanitarian
pretty
aid,
Mm-hmm.
but the elders and sisters over there are only service missionaries.
which means they're
Yeah.
providing
and
service.
so,
the
there
helping
still
hand-
is...
The helping hand service is still in the country.
Yeah. So here's the thing about the church having a lot of money, though, too. What a lot of people don't realize is the church has invested so much money now, and BYU's followed this exact same principle, where what they now have is all of the investments they're making dividends off of. Those dividends cover the entire overhead cost of the church, including wages for professional employees they've hired.
Yeah,
And so
people don't understand.
They've managed the money so free. Here's the thing: you think Nancy Pelosi makes a lot of money on her stock trades? Look at the LDS Church. We blow her out of the water. The way they manage their money and really honestly respect the value of what that money represents, all the tithing funds that it was brought in through.
Mm-hmm.
They do such a good job managing it and taking care of it, to the point now that the entire administrative cost of the church can be covered, which is great, because if there is some serious issue economically globally, the church can manage itself without a problem and continue to send out aid.
Well, the church
And
reacts faster
BYU's
than
done
FEMA.
the same thing. That's why BYU has such a low tuition cost compared to the rest of the U.S. is because they have taken their endowments from the church and also from all their alumni, and they've invested it and invested it and invested it, and now they're able to pay their professors and almost all of their administrative costs just from the dividends on those investments.
So
And
let's
that's
go
why
to the next
it
article
makes you
here.
wonder, how is freaking Harvard so freaking expensive, when it's like, if they had done the same thing, they could have been able to provide the top tier education while also having a very competitive price on their
So-
tuition.
I don't know if I'd bring Harvard into the mix.
Rumble
That is
is-
a Ivory.
It's not working.
I know. What?
Rumble's not working.
Rumble's not working.
Yeah.
Huh.
I just
But
got a couple messages.
Those
Rumble's
Ivory
not
League.
Christy, does it still show it's streaming over there?
We might be ending. That's why
Nah.
we might not be working
Uh-huh.
anymore.
It was working a second ago. Now it's stopped.
Yeah.
Why?
YouTube and Rumble
Now it's
have
going.
stopped.
Now it's going again.
Oh,
I'm talking
yeah.
about on the computer. It shows it's streaming, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
She's
good.
on her phone on Rumble looking at the stream right
Yeah,
now.
I know.
So,
Okay, good.
those Ivy League schools,
And that
I
could
do,
just be
I
interruption
do,
issues.
yeah, I do like the barrier to entry there because those are
No,
held as such a
I'm not
grant.
against having those barriers of entry like that these universities want, because I mean they want to protect their prestigious status,
Mm-hmm.
but because that also benefits their own students by having that prestigious
Yes.
status.
But
So I'm just saying, like, when you see some of these universities complaining about running out of money, it's like, if you just managed it better, you could be doing all right.
Mm-hmm.
And we're doing great. We're managing so much stuff and still giving
So,
money
I
and
believe
aid.
we had one more article.
We
didn't
do. We do. Yeah.
what happened? Oh, there it is. Yeah. So
Go one more over.
Go one more over. Let's hit up this last article.
oh
So this
yes,
This guy.
guy. I am in talks with this guy. I need to message him back. See what
Hopefully
he's
he
saying.
comes and meets.
I would have loved to have this guy on our show because he's doing something now that's similar to what we've been doing
So,
in this group for a couple years.
The
Go ahead.
ringleader of this group is the white dude in the cashmere hoodie, or the
Yeah.
white dude in the white hoodie up front.
Yeah, so from what I understand, is him and his friends have started just going to Costco for a while, just hanging out once a week, every Wednesday, I believe it is. And then they decided to expand it and just be like, hey, let's just start inviting more guys. And apparently it's been going rather wild. Of the growth in the group that's been showing up has been expanding pretty freaking quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And this is great because this is what our group has been doing.
For
Kind of. It's a we do it
We do
once
it
a month,
differently.
and it's hosted at one of our homes, and where all of us will bring our own steak or fish or chicken that we want. We throw it on the grill, and we just chat all
Either
night.
chat, play video
I've
games,
stayed-
movies.
I've
We've done all
stayed up
sorts of
for
things.
frickin' up to like 3 a.m. with
Mhm.
guys before, just chatting. And it's been fantastic. We have some good stories inside our own groups of people who've been going through hard emotional times and then came forward to those of us, mostly just in the inner circle, and they're
That
in
that
the
just sounded like a
process.
secret combination
I know.
right there.
It's
so,
a secret
so,
combination.
so how
It's
it kind of
not
works.
secret.
So Kyle here is kind of new. So I run guys' night since the original person Dallin
So-
stopped running,
so
and I
He
like
moved
to
Florida.
I like to, because you have one person that like sends out the chat, and I was like, no, let's get, because Dallin would always text me and say, hey, is this a good idea? Is this a good idea? And
So
I'm sure
there-
he did that with you too.
Yep.
And so that's what we call the inner council. Is it's like today we had a little chat that, hey, can we host it at Kyle's place? Can we do this? What are you thinking? Is it's just
And
that
it's
we're
probably-
we're the inner planning group that then goes out and just says, we're doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Come over
But-
here on this time.
But this has been going on for close to
years?
4.5, almost 5 years now. It'll be 5 years
I think next year.
next August, I believe.
Yeah.
And I've probably only been
Next
part of it
October.
for about a year now.
Yeah.
A little bit longer than that.
A little longer than
I
that.
want to say you're coming up on 2.
Probably.
And then
Really?
I've
You
been
think
at
so?
it. I've
you
been
was
at
there
it from
a
the
year
start.
before Dallin left. And
Yeah.
Dallin's been gone a year now.
Yeah.
Has he really been gone a year now? Holy crap!
And you've
So,
been
yeah,
in
maybe
charge
I-
while I've gone through my
Yeah,
stuff.
man. But no, this it's good.
We
and
love
what he's
this.
doing is fantastic, and I want the reason why I want him on our show because I want to hear all of his ideas, how they've been doing this, and any ideas he has further that he wants to go forward with it. But then also I want to share what we've been doing as well because I think both of us could greatly benefit
Yeah.
in hearing how each of us have been doing it because we have
We have singles,
there's
two
only a couple
fathers.
guys. There's only a couple guys in our group that haven't made improvements, and it's only because they're brand new to the group.
Mm-hmm.
But in the past, though,
Or they
at
really
least-
don't want to.
but in the past, though, it's like I can say that pretty much every single person, just in the shorter time that I've been a part of this Guys Night group, has improved. And we've used this Guys Night group for staging interventions with people. Also for suicide awareness amongst each other as well, helping each other out during hard times, being there for them. Also, some of us have had technical issues, like when our computer crashed. One of the guys in the Guys Night group has the skills and know-how, and he was able to help me get this computer back up and running.
And I mean, we've been there to help each other through projects. I
Mhm.
mean,
Project,
even though you're my
move.
neighbor, you're still a part of it. Logan has driven up from his home, spent
Mhm.
time away from his family to help me. We've helped other people
Yeah.
out. Like,
I helped down with his entire Airbnb.
Yeah.
is
like-
we've been there for each other, and this is just great.
The
I was
reason-
actually really glad to see somebody else had
Is
an
doing
opinion.
it.
Is because, like we had mentioned last time, it's rough being a man. Okay, it's
And
hard,
to
and
add to
having
that,
these
John,
groups.
To add to that, from what I understand and when I was reading and listening to his various posts on Facebook
Uh-huh.
and whatnot, it sounds like he had been reached out to by other people who are doing the same thing.
Really?
And
So
so,
there's-
we weren't the only group,
Yeah, that's
and
good.
he's not the second group either. There's more groups out there. What
And-
we are doing is growing.
Well, do you know
Even
what?
without us being the ones pushing it, what the idea of what we're doing and what he's doing is growing.
Do you know what? I issue a challenge. We should do a guys' night, like laser tag night of the guys' night groups versus guys' night groups, and see who wins.
That would
So-
actually be
Somebody
pretty
gets a
fun.
12-pack
I-
of root beer or something. I don't know.
I would love to I'd love to get in contact with all these groups of guys.
Mhm.
Just get everyone together.
Yeah, do
I'm-
a huge event.
I've got dodgeballs. Just have a
Ooh.
giant
Oh.
dodgeball tournament.
Dodgeball!
Freaking,
If you can
freaking
dodge a
rent the
wrench, you
church
can dodge
out
a
or
ball.
whatever. Reserve the church
A
out
community center or
or a
something.
community center and just freaking just go to
Go
town.
have fun.
Go freaking.
So this-
I love this Costco thing. Actually, I was talking to my wife about it.
Mhm.
That would be a fun guys' night one
It
time.
would be,
Because
actually.
you could go get everything you want for $4, and a
Mhm.
lot of these guys, we don't have a lot of money. A lot of us
Well, the
have
thing
families.
is, we've done the
You could do
Costco
$4
pizza when we do the Halo nights too.
we do the Costco
do the
pizza.
Costco
We
pizza
get
with the
like
Halo
15
nights.
of them, and you eat them all.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is the thing: is my calling in my ward is I'm the emergency preparedness specialist,
Uh-huh.
and conveniently, my dad has also become the emergency preparedness specialist as well. I
Oh,
can't remember
that's
if it's for
funny.
the stake or ward. I'm pretty sure it's their ward. And that's my home ward. And I was talking to my dad about different ideas about emergency preparedness and whatnot, and I was asking him, like, the most
Wait a minute.
what.
I think I just found out who this person was.
Okay, hold off. And I was telling him, the most important thing in emergency preparedness and also surviving catastrophes and whatnot has historically been having a community around you. And so I was talking to him. I was like, Dad, I want to know how with this guys' night group doing so much good and us being able to help each other and whatnot, how much do you actually talk to the other guys in the ward outside of the church setting? And he told me none. Zero. Zilch. And it's not that he doesn't want to talk to them. They just don't talk about it. He mentioned that the best Elders Quorum lesson that they had, that everyone agreed on, was when my dad did the Elders Quorum lesson, and he ended like freaking at a half hour. And so they had a whole half hour that everyone was just talking to each other. And they said that was the best Elders Quorum experience they had, because they were actually talking to each other and becoming more personal with each other. And so I was talking to him, like, do you think maybe this could be overlapped with our emergency preparedness stuff? Because how well can you trust the guys around you to help you in a catastrophe if you don't really know them or talk to them? Not really. You need that sense of community, and I think this can overlap with the church very well if we use this in emergency preparedness to build that sense of community amongst each other by doing these guys' nights across ward to ward to ward. I'm planning on talking to my dad about maybe me doing it with him up there to start it and see how well it works out and see if it's something that he can keep doing, because I think it will work. Because that's the other thing is it's prophesied that in the last days the hearts of men will fail them. And if anything, the guys' nights that we've been doing, and clearly Men's Mental Health Costco Club, it's helping men's mental health. But I think it's doing more than that. We talked about neurons in the heart being able to store memory. I think this is helping bolster the hearts of men.
So, I'm a huge fan of this.
Costco.
Healing men worldwide.
So
Okay.
if we go back to our monkey brains, right? when you go back with
got John more than it should.
with an evolutionary base and standby, right, or basis, man was only supposed to know a group of about 200 people and have daily interactions with about 50 of them.
Yeah.
That is what we evolved to. I don't believe in evolutionary theory, but I believe
Your body's
made to run with that many people.
Yeah.
Your body, the way God set it up, when you read in the scriptures, He designed the body, okay, but He also designed the body so we didn't evolve from monkeys, but we have evolved to adapt to the environment that we are in.
Mm-hmm.
That is the extent that we are allowed to.
And we are communal.
Yes,
people.
the elements and the stuff we are made out of was designed to grow and to change. Like our jaws have changed because of the way, like if you look at our ancestors 100 years ago, they were bigger boned, thicker boned, and the weaker we get with more technology,
we keep changing over time to
and
meet
change
that.
over time.
On the mental level,
Yeah.
we're not quite to the point to where we can just be in front of our phones. Like technology's evolved more rapidly than humans have.
Yes.
And
So,
it's seriously affecting us.
To have a group of guys where you can just have a conversation, BS with each other, and just have fun, to be able to relieve those stresses that you get throughout the month or throughout the week, whatever that be, is a healthy thing for all of us.
Yeah. And Brandon,
Did you
who we
see
plan...
Gen Z real quick? Gen Z is
Oh
starting
yeah, we'll
to go
get
back
to that.
flip
I saw
phones.
that. But
I want to.
But here's the thing, though, Brandon. That's the thing is, when we can talk to him about this when we're on here. Is I'm losing my train of thought. Oh yeah, when it comes to the guys' night, he's found the guys' night to be basically his vacations, because he finds it hard to get away to do vacations and actually find time to relax.
And
he's got kids, wife, and then the business. And it's just it's been beneficial for him, just for his mental health, because it fills that need for some time to just relax and kick back. And he hasn't been for a while, and he says he's been feeling those negative effects. He really wants to get back to guys.
I was actually at his house the other day.
Yeah, how's he doing? Good.
He has a big project that he's working on. I wish I was better at grinding and all of that, but I work on a computer, so I feel really bad that I didn't get a lot done for him.
Yeah.
But he's doing all right.
Yeah,
He's working on his house. So he's got a lot going on.
That's awesome.
But this is awesome to see. But
I would love to get in contact with more of these groups. And
see if we can build a network.
If we can get
use the Discord to build a network of these guys.
Like 9 or 10 of these groups together and just have a massive dodgeball tournament. You can imagine how fun that would be.
Heck yeah!
Single elimination, just go for it.
So we are 30 minutes past our 2-hour.
Well, I know.
Mark.
Who cares?
I care
We've been
because it's
having
late.
fun.
We've been having a lot of
We've
fun.
had a troll. But before we end,
God
we've
bless the
ended
trolls.
Y'all saw a side of me that hasn't revealed itself in a long time.
God loves everybody. Love everybody. That's what God teaches.
Hate the sin, not the
The
sinner.
person. Okay. We're good now. Okay. So, like we like to do, I downloaded a random number generator.
Good, so I'm not pulling a number out of my rear end again?
Why not? That was funny, though. Okay, so we're going to generate here, and it's number 201.
Uh-oh.
So hopefully it's
last
good.
Week's 193 went up to 254.
Man, you're jumping around, jumping around.
254. Ooh. I like this.
Change your mind, or
No,
pick a
I like
random
this
number?
quote. I like this quote.
Who's
All
it
right, well,
by?
let's stop holding everyone in suspense. You're scribbling a highlight on it?
I'm highlighting it so I know that it's already been done.
Oh, okay.
So that if I
Just
if
like,
I
what the
forget
heck
to
are
write
you
it
doing?
into the number generator,
Okay.
I know that it's been done.
All right.
Okay, so
hear
I
it.
cannot pronounce his name.
Uh-oh.
So
give me-
it's Karl von Clausewitz.
Clauschwitz.
Clausewitz. I'm assuming that's German.
Probably.
War is the realm of uncertainty. The greatest uncertainty is the human heart. So we have
Fantastic.
a deep thought. Think about that. Ponder that. I don't get it. Ponder it. And now we turn it over to Kyle.
Well, there's not much else to go over for tonight. The show is pretty much over, so I guess the last thing I have to say is the church is true. The book is blue. Jesus wants you. Pikachu. Have a good night.
That was a different ending.
That was a
That was
very different ending.